Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
that doesn't
There we
help.
go. Because I had us muted. Okay, we should be good now. I had us muted because I'm just making sure that we are live. People can see us. Um, make sure that people couldn't hear us while it was looped. Anyway, there we go. We're live! Welcome to the 100th episode. What would Fade be if not for a little bit of disaster at the beginning?
hell yeah, chaos.
Always.
Welcome everybody in chat. Welcome everybody who's watching afterwards. Welcome to the 100th episode. We're so happy we made it here.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
frankly, if I didn't have Skipper to do basically everything, I wouldn't have made it to 10. We could not have done this without each other and all of you.
Fact. And Salem starting the entire den. Can you imagine?
Yes.
We're gonna, throughout the episode, be den dunking, I'm sure, multiple times.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a free-for-all. Hold on. I already need water. Before anything, let's start as we always start. Fit check. Alcatraz wants a fit check. Look at us all in our Hallercon.
We're all matchy today.
Salem said, "What one should I wear?" And we all went, "I'm copying that." All right. What are we drinking?
I
Okay.
brought Screwball whiskey so I could do some den dunks. I haven't poured any yet, so I should probably do that.
You get right on that. Screwball is your den dunk choice of choice.
Yes, because there's not much burn. That's a lot, but I need it to drown my Oreo, so...
That's all you need. That's all you need. Crescent, you're looking a bit fuzzy on the camera.
I know.
And then...
It doesn't want to fix itself.
And also, apparently, Estrella's been eating the... There you go. Estrella's been eating your Oreo cookies.
That is okay. I still have
Do you still have...
so many Oreos.
Oh, you
I've
still
been
have a
eating
lot.
them all week. I've been eating all week. So if I
No, they only showed up today.
Oh.
What are you drinking with your Oreos?
Oh boy.
Oh,
So
boy.
my den dunk is just Buffalo Trace
Okay.
bourbon. My sipping drink is Summersby Pineapple Lime, and everybody buckle up because we got
Oh God.
a roundup today. So
Yeah.
for
Okay.
honor of the 100th episode, we have Bowmore 12.
Ooh.
Okay.
We have Old Ezra 719.
Okay.
The Delphi Selection Lefroy 17 year. What is that? 36. Ardbeg
Okay.
10. 46.
Like, my dude.
Elmore 15. 61.
Oh my God.
Ardbeg Anthology 13.
We're just doing
74.
a tasting. I thought mine was going to be
Lagavulin
expensive than this guy.
16.
Ah,
90.
there it is. That's the important
Okay.
one.
Yep.
Lefroy 10 Cast Strength 100 years.
Amazing. I love it. Well, what's your plan? You're just gonna slowly make,
Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck
or
around.
like have people
And then
vote?
find out.
Like what's gonna happen? He going all in. All right. Well, here's mine. I thought I was impressive, but apparently not. Drink one is my water in my Red Rising water bottle that I've always used. So there's that. Drink two is actually, and like, okay, so here's a little thing, is right now, wow, vintage under a full government name. Vinyl Crescent and Harvest are getting Wiggles. I kicked you guys out of the group so that they could see ahead of time when I was drinking, and I honestly got choked up over this one. So this one is sitting behind me. This is the exact bottle of sipping rum, Fortress rum, I was drinking when I was drunk and entered the den. This is
Oh my
exactly what I was drinking when I said I was going to sail everybody around the world and Crescent named me Skipper. So it's not actually that good. So I have the smallest portion poured, and then I have way better rum sitting behind me, but I had to bring that one. So there's that. In, of course, my OHB glass, and we'll talk Hazard Bentham after. All right, and then I do
So
have
matchy today.
so matchy.
Dedicated
Look at
Den
us.
glasses.
And then
Dedicated.
I've got in the skipping crescent in the morning, just tea. It's literally just decaf or English breakfast, but I had to use the mug. That's going to be the best for the den dunk. I do plan on den dunking in all of them. Then, following up with that, you'll all remember the pub crawl I tried to lead us all on in the Mall of America. So I have my Margaritaville blender with the Orion 65 that I made. There's so much in there. It's not tequila, so it's not a true margarita, but there you go. It's gin. It's an Empress.
Okay.
And of course, it wouldn't be a pub crawl if we only went to one place. So from the Rainforest Cafe, and I think this was actually my glass, which had a cocktail, but for those who don't know, the Saskatchewan crew could not take their Rainforest Cafe glasses home, so I think I got Towers and I got 2 of them. And Caron was really bitter about the fact that he had to like pay extra for a glass he didn't want just for beer. So I put beer in the Rainforest Cafe just to troll him. And that's
Poor
it.
Caron.
There's my 5 drinks for the night.
Jesus. You guys didn't
Hell
tell me
yeah.
you were doing so many drinks.
You've met us, right?
Okay, well, a second drink is my water.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I'm
Stay
being
hydrated.
somewhat responsible, but also not responsible because I didn't really eat a lot before this, so.
Oh no. I made sure
It's-
to carb up.
It's
It's
I'll live.
fine.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Fine selection of amber. It is an amber ale. I don't know who in the comments there managed to actually call it out. It is it amber ale from my local brewery. And yes, Tower. I don't know whose glass this is. I have 3 of them now. So there you go. That's what we're starting with. For Den Dunk, obviously you have yours prepped and ready to go, Salem. Chat, which one are both Crescent and I? Crescent, what are you? Oh, you had yours.
I have Buffalo Trace for a dunk.
I guess I'll do mine. I'll do it in the rum to start because it's the worst tasting one. All right.
Okay.
Anyone at home who is den dunking? There we go. Let's do it.
Get some.
And you gotta wait
Wait.
for the bubble. I did not.
I
pour
was
it,
just
though.
gonna say, wait for the
I have to,
bubbles.
like-
Oh, did you just throw it in there? Oh my!
Yeah.
Why did you both
What are
just
you
throw
gonna
it
do?
in there?
Because
I'm
that's how you
holding
wait
it.
for the
Called a
bubbles.
dunk, not a dip.
Okay, mine's bubbling.
Mine has been bubbling. It's gonna disintegrate if I don't eat it.
Yeah, maybe eat it.
This is not a good den dunk.
I forgot.
Nobody
how
look
good
at my
Den
glass.
Dunks are.
This rum is not good, and therefore, how did I get drunk off this? That's the real question. Whoever has their mouth, hold on, I have to finish mine. Whoever finishes their cookie first gets to describe to everyone how the den dunk came around.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I fully remember. It was Badger, right?
It was Badger originally, and then Drill Bit.
Mm-hmm. Right. So basically, Howlers be howlering. And God, I'm
Do you want one of us?
can't even
do you want me
fully
to
remember. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So essentially, it kind of was a question of the day, is kind of what it turned into. Somebody had brought up dunking Oreos into water, into ice
Sprout.
water.
Call out
Sprout.
to Sprout.
And everybody was just appalled by it. And then I think it was was it Badger or Drillbit that then came in and said that, well, why don't you just dunk your Oreos in whiskey?
That was Badger. Yeah.
So, and then everybody's like, I'm going to try it. And people tried it. And there's some whiskeys that do not,
No.
they're so bad. Don't do it with certain whiskeys. And it burns and it's gross. And I don't remember what I did it with, but it was disgusting. And then You gotta find the right ones that work.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Didn't you do
Drill
it with
did it.
like
Drill
monkey
did
shoulder or something?
I did do it with monkey shoulder.
Oh,
That's what it
there you
was.
go.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Drillbit did it for his Hazard Bedlam. So that's what kicked it off, is that for his Hazard Bedlam, we did Den Dunk, and then us on Fade started like tagging in all the other podcasts and started making it a thing. Yeah. The first initial one, I think I did like Crown Royal. Like we did rye and bourbon, and we discovered that worked. But when you get into the Scotch,
it's so gross.
Changes it. It like absolutely whatever that is, that flavor changes it. But I've done it now with, I'll do it everything tonight. I've done it with beer. I've done it with gin. I've done it. The best one is Kahlua. Kahlua and Bailey's is cheating.
Oh yeah, that's cheating.
Yeah,
it's absolutely cheating.
And for those that don't drink, you can also choose some weird random drink, like orange juice. People have done Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
And so you don't. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It's just dunk it into something fucking weird.
Yeah, it's all you need. All you need.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm sure we'll be doing them throughout the night. I've done it into Dark and Stormy. That was also decent. But yeah, today is gonna be a little bit. I do have a list. I don't know if you guys even looked at it. That's cool if you didn't.
A little bit.
We're gonna jump around based on how we're feeling, but I really just wanted to start out by saying you are not safe by Lightbringer spoilers. We might not ruin Lightbringer, but we just want to make sure that we're not censoring ourselves. We have read up to that point. We will censor ourselves against Sons of Ares as well as any of the other books, so nobody is getting Count of Monte Cristo spoiled. Sorry, you have to read that one on your own. And then we're going to jump around and just kind of be nostalgic for the last 99 episodes, as well as talk a little bit of what's to come. So, to start off, I wanted to bring up how we're even here. So, Salem, you started the den is step 1. So, talk us through that.
Gosh, so the den was birthed out of this time where it was 2022. I was getting into cosplay and people were starting to find Red Rising more, but there were no platforms really for connecting over the book. There's like the Facebook page, there's like 1 or 2 other Discords, but they're not very big. And I kept getting people in my DMs talking about how they love the book. And so I wanted to create a space for people to come and connect over Red Rising. And so I waffled on it for a little while, and then I kind of just said, fuck it, let's just go for it. And I made a Discord after never using Discord before. So it was a big learning process. It started out with 23 people at first, because that's all the people that were in my DMs. And then it just kept growing and growing, and people kept talking about it. And now we're over, 1,300 people? 1,400 people? Yeah, in the den. So we did a lot of connecting because it was so small. It was really chaotic. There was absolutely no rhyme or reason for much of anything. And so it's really kind of turned into something cool as we've grown bigger, collaborated with different people. And I think the only thing that I miss the most is probably the VC nights, which is how you guys ended up chatting. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Crescent joined. You were one of the first 23.
Day
you
one.
were in, you were in early. And then Alcatraz says Bacchanal joiners represent. Also, hello, hi, Key Obsessed. We are matching. I joined the Bacchanal where you guys had, that was kind of your first big drop, I think, was that 2023 Bacchanal.
Yeah, for sure.
And you guys were
people were throwing
up
the link in the chat, and people just kept joining and joining.
Yeah, and so I joined that night, and immediately, so here's a fun thing about that Bacchanal is that we were all supposed to watch Starship Troopers, but the teleparty only worked in the United States. So us Canadians were like, well, I bought the movie, and now I can't join. So Crescent, I think you were the one who like threw open a VC chat and was like, "Hey, Canadians and Europeans, we're hanging out over here," and I joined that VC chat, and that's how we met, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a great night. I stayed up far too late.
Oh my god!
And I guarantee we both
4
drank
a.m.
far too much.
I don't remember most of that night.
Yeah.
I woke up the next day to Hydro being like, "So someone's sailing us around the world," and I had to be like, "Is that me? Am I sailing us around the world?"
You are, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to fund a cruise ship so Skipper can sail us around the world, yeah, we would love to have donations in that regard.
Absolutely. Yeah. We will,
we can have international waters commune.
Yeah. You just have to be a certain amount offshore, and then absolutely, we can do whatever we want in international waters. It'll be fine. Tax-free, I'm sure. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. Get my lawyer involved. Meringue is also a Bacchanal joiner. Yeah, there were so many of us. But yeah, and then the den still at that point, I think I had like 200 people.
Yeah.
And then Sharkbait says that her dad has a sailboat. That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I'm really liking that everyone who doesn't know how to do this is currently texting me as well, and I'm getting messages from everywhere. Jabs figured it out. Okay.
Yeah, we got there.
But yeah, we used to it was small, and we would be in voice chat every single night for hours, and that was how most of us became really, really strong friendships. A lot, hilariously, are on Pegasus Legion now. Pop Top and I joined around the same time to Pegasus Legion because we were just always in voice comms, and we didn't go anywhere else. We didn't go outside ever. And then, there was a whole
that was in
the
dark times.
It was in the dark times. There was a whole group of us who couldn't do New Year's anywhere. So we did New Year's Eve in the den was the huge thing. And that was when Pop, who for the longest time was known as the Fate to Obsidian manager and who got us our logo and everything, said to us, he noticed that I had the full setup and wanted to know, why don't you start a podcast? And it became a whole joke about, well, what would I have a podcast on? Well, Red Rising. Well, no, it was actually Bridges. Well, where are Bridges in Red Rising? Spaceships. And then it became spaceships and relationships, the ships and ships. But this podcast was supposed to be about bridges. So you're all really lucky that we branched out. And then Crescent chimed in that, hey, he also has all the podcasting equipment. And that's what kind of jokingly kicked us off, which was fun.
And now it's not quite
joke's
a joke
on all
anymore.
of you. Now it's real.
Now it's real. Now we have 100 episodes, which is crazy. And then the other crazy thing is, it kind of started with the Bacchanal. That's how I joined. And now we've hosted a Bacchanal. So it came full circle. Sam, I'm going to throw to you on how we got involved with Lit Escalates through all of that. It just happened. It just slid into your DMs.
I'm trying to think of did I reach out or did they reach out? No, they just reached out because that was after Hazard Bedlam. No, it was
after HowlerCon.
It was after HowlerCon.
That's what I meant. HowlerCon. And because we all kind of connected at HowlerCon, and so we were, I don't know, we had a long conversation with Joel after the signing line and sat there and chatted with him for a really long time. And then I think he recognized how big the den finally was because we were just so rowdy at HowlerCon. We had a whole quarter of the seating area for just us. And we were the loudest bunch. And
We're the only ones making any noise.
that's true. We were the only ones. But then, yeah, and so it was, I think we had suggested a couple things or mentioned a couple things via DMs to Joel on the Lit Escalates Instagram page. And then he ended up inviting us to come help host a Bacchanal. But then Joel had his baby, and then that Bacchanal got pushed around a lot. And that was the one that didn't happen, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So then this next year, they're like, okay, I think we're in a more stable point. So let's do the Bacchanal. Let's invite you guys back to help us again. And then we helped broadcast it. I mean, in between that and this last Bacchanal, there was also Hazard Bedlam, which they were like, hey, you guys know a lot about Discord. You know already a lot about how to moderate a big server with a bunch of people in it. So do you want to come help us? And obviously we didn't want to turn that down. So we then ended up coming and hanging out and telling all you guys how to behave and be nice to each other and all that. So I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like it's been something that's happened over the last couple of years. So much has happened for the Den in the last couple of years that it's hard to keep track of what happens when.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I was trying to create a list for this, and like it's so funny, and we'll see how out of order it is. Just because it's like, oh God, right. And then that happened, and then that happened. Like,
yeah.
I'm actually gonna highlight certain things once we're done with them. Yeah, there's been so much. The HowlerCons, which I love, everyone's talking in chat about it. Yeah, Crescent getting longest drive. So many of us showing up for HowlerCon. All of that was incredible. It was so much
and it was
fun.
really cool to finally put names to faces. And I still think about this. Like, I think because the Den, we already had talked to each other so much, there was no awkwardness when you met that person in person. It was just like we all clicked as if it wasn't the first time that we had ever met each other before. And it was a really cool experience, actually, to be able to have those connections and then come together and then like just vibe off of each other the whole time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think HowlerCon, which I mean is probably why I wanted to wear this shirt, is because it's just it has so many cool memories behind it, and it made the Den bigger, and it helped us all connect even more because now you're like, I got a core memory with you.
Yeah, there's so much that's happened. Jabs is asking for an official Den historian and also several scrapbooks. Yeah, we had 15 people in one hotel room getting ready. That was crazy.
Yes.
I talk about hair braiding party all the time. That was one of the best. Thank you, Merlot, for lending his hotel room so we could all have hair braiding party.
And so that we could teach him to braid hair so that he could braid his
Mhm.
daughter's hair.
The cutest.
That was the exchange.
Yeah. I love it. The other big thing that we missed talking about all of this that happened so early in Fade to Obsidian. Like, we were barely a podcast. So we started by doing, Salem, you were running the read-throughs, the read-alongs, and we went, great, we'll read along with you and do all of that, and we'll come back to that. But then we, after like 4 months of the Den/Fade existing, we got to interview Pierce. Pierce just like agreed of like,
hell yeah, we did.
Yeah, sure, I'll show up. Like, okay.
Like, that was when I reached out to him and I was like, hey, so we've got this podcast and we want you to come on. He's like, yeah, I'm totally down for that. And I absolutely did not expect him to respond to like any messages. I think we didn't have that many followers on Instagram at that time. So I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the Hail Mary.
It was.
It's so
And then
funny.
The three of us all have access to the Howler's Den Instagram. And so I was driving and I had the notification that Pierce said yes come through on my watch. And I drive with my left hand on the steering wheel. And so I twisted my wrist and screamed.
Luckily, you did not crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy night and everything leading up to that. Doing those promos was one of my
Oh my
favorite
God, so much
things.
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, cat, no. You're not allowed near the laptop. It's a very broken laptop. We need it. We need it
But it's
tonight.
warm. She wants to lay on it.
She loves rubbing her head against the very broken screen, and then the
Oh.
screen will just fly itself
Of course.
backwards. It's fine. It's fine. You hang out there. You hang out there. Yeah, that was an incredible night, and it's been so much fun to just continue to be unhinged every time we talk to Pierce.
Oh God.
Like,
Though
that's
to be
just
fair, I
one of
think
our
he
things.
gets more unhinged every time.
I think so. It's
Yeah.
like he knows that's what we want. He knows that's what we're going for, which is hilarious. All right. Oh yeah, so the read along, like that was kind of what kicked us off, and then doing all of that, which we got to talk about where we're going in the future. At what point are we doing read along again for Red God? Do we know? Do people want that?
Yeah, I wonder, like, we could definitely do a read along again. For those that are newer to the den, we did a read along leading up to Lightbringer. And we did daily questions. We did about a book a month until we got to the second half where Iron Gold and Dark Age are behemoths. So we had a little bit longer amount of time. But I think that kind of depends on when Red God's going to be released, which we still don't know. Which is totally fine. Pierce, let him cook. He needs
For
to,
real.
you know, make it the way that he wants it to end. And I think that's a really hard thing for an author to just like feel comfortable where they are with a book before it gets published. So I think he's really fortunate to be able to have extra time, where in a lot of the other like publishing worlds, they make you have a deadline and have a turnaround time of something ridiculous. So
Yeah.
as a fandom, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But if you want to read along again, we can definitely do one. But we just need to know when Red God's gonna come out.
Yeah. And us on Fate have discussed doing another read along, but we always said, oh, we'll do it after Lightbringer so that we could do full spoilers. Because when we did our read along, it was no spoilers. So if you hadn't read to that point, you can like safely watch it. And I feel like we could, but like at this point, we'll just wait to the end of Red God for us to do a read along. Like we might do a recap, but it almost doesn't feel worth it to do just Lightbringer spoilers instead of just wait all the way to Red God. Hammerhead would love a read along.
Hawking says, do you think his new desire to keep writing in this world has him changing things for Red God?
Ooh, I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
It would be interesting.
Yeah. I think there's so much stuff up in the air for what needs to be wrapped up. And it's his world. He can make it whatever he wants. So
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting to say, because he was talking about how he's going to do something in this, the Red Rising world, and what that is would be very interesting. And I know some people have been asking for different things, and I feel like he could go forever with, like, people want the Rat Wars, or, like, that in between of what happened between Morningstar and Iron Gold, and he has that ability. But he's also talked about how he wants to write outside of this world. So I think it would be cool for him to almost do both. Like, give us whatever his other project is, and then every once in a while, like, almost like you're coming home. Like, oh, here's something else.
Just like,
oh, by
and
the
here,
way,
and also.
and this, and this.
And everybody wants that Severo POV, and he's talked about, like, after this, maybe that'll be a project that he does. There's other, like, that time, like you said, that time span between Morningstar and Iron Gold, or just like other little snippets where it's like, oh, that'd be really cool to have as like a novel. It doesn't need to be a full-fledged novel, but it'd be interesting to have just something small.
Webcomic from the perspective of Severo, says Viscera.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Okay. It would be R-rated.
It would be
Oh, of course.
R-rated.
Well, I
100%.
mean, it'd be like Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
So, because they just got a webtoon.
They did. I
Yeah.
gotta catch up on that.
Yeah.
Other than Pierce, other interviews we've done, or at least Crescent and I have done. Sorry, Salem, you didn't join us for these, but
I
Sylvain
didn't.
Novell, Reese Africh, and Taryn Davidson, or Twist, and I can't say the word.
Anemone.
Anemone.
Skipper got it
Why
right.
is it like that?
This cat is out of control where she's going. I wish I had a camera facing that way.
I'm pretty sure she was
Everything
trying to drink
burns.
out of your drink too.
Oh, I'm
so.
sure. What if it's a podcast? Do you think that Pierce is trying to come onto the podcast scene? Can you imagine?
I think she meant that what if the perspective of Severo is from a podcast?
Oh. Still.
Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But
he can join the Red Rising podcast family. We have
also,
a great little group.
I mean, he could also just talk shit about other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I meant like in general, like in the same way I regard Howler Pod and Hail Reaper as like our big siblings, which we will talk. I have them. Don't worry, I have them written down. Yeah, he could join that, like a story podcast. Okay. But yeah, we've done other authors as well, which has been a lot of fun. It's really been fun to support other people in the community, especially those in the den or ones who have ties to Red Rising. I have greatly appreciated being able to do that. Was that Bottle Lick 1 of the night? Is someone keeping track?
No, that was 2.
I don't pay attention enough to him. We know I look at my
You see it in editing.
Yeah. I'm not going to edit this. It goes live. It's just going to go straight on. I don't have to edit this. I'll never see them again.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't correct that. Stream of consciousness comms recording of Severo would also slap. Yeah.
That would be deeply unhinged, and I would be right there with him.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes, Hawking, it did have a wink along with it too.
Oh God.
It sure did. Hope you guys liked it.
What would we be without licks? It's part of our people have requested
Part of our charm.
A full compilation of them, and I don't have 130 hours to go rewatch all our footage to go claim them all.
Come on, if I can listen to the books at 3.5 speed, you can listen to our podcast at 3.5 speed.
But it's not listening. I would have to watch. I would have to sit here.
And they're so fast.
And watch. I'd blink and it's gone. Yes, Hawking. He winked just for you.
It was just for you. Else. You are the OG.
Ridiculous. All right. I guess we're not talking authors, but we'll talk the rest of Legend Legion. You guys don't want to.
We can get sidetracked.
I know.
Anything get sidetracked? Never.
Anything to add about interviewing authors there?
It was great. I've enjoyed all of the books that we have interviewed the authors for have been fantastic. I can't wait for more. We still need to do an Errant Ray of Sunlight. What's the name? Yeah.
Yep.
But that one's a long book. That's a chonky book.
I love it. Yeah, we have to work on that. But yeah, it's been super great to be able to support everyone. And also it has forced us to read at least, like, Sylvain I read ahead of time. I'm already president of his fan club. But when it came to Cello's Gate and Flame of Prometheus and going outside of originally, like, I usually only read what I want to read, but having to read them and then enjoying them because they're so good was an amazing feeling of like, yes, I do support this. Absolutely phenomenal in that regard.
Yeah. So thank you to our den authors, because You guys rock.
Yeah.
You're really cool. You make some really cool stuff. And I'm trying to think of, I don't think we have yet a link, right, where everybody can purchase. So we will work on that.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
know that's on our to-do list. We have an everlasting to-do list as Pegasus Legion, so.
Yeah, we'll add it to the list. But yeah, on top of them, we mentioned of the Legend Legion. That kind of led us into other people and their fandom and how much fun it's been connecting to everybody else. Especially the other, it does feel great. This fandom is amazing for like, we came up on the scene and like knowing that Howler Pod and Hail Reaper existed, being like, oh no, what are they going to think of us? And just immediately like having basically like their arms thrown around us in a giant hug, being like, yeah, welcome in. And it's like, okay, awesome. And now like I message Aaron constantly, and then shout out to High Key Obsessed who are in the chat right now. Technically not a Red Rising Red Rising podcast, but definitely fans of Red Rising who then we've also gotten along so well with them. And then branching out even further to some of the other who we call the Legend Legion of I was going to pull up a list so we don't miss anyone, and then I forgot to do that today. So we're going to name people, and I'm so sorry for who I forget. But Jigsaw and Red Prince Rising, who both do more of the artsy side of things. June the Cook from Tulsa. Sam.
Yeah.
Sam.
Miles.
Incredible. Miles. We haven't interviewed
Bensky.
Miles. We have never interviewed Miles.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You're talking
we're good. Yeah, just we're
Yeah.
friends with Miles. We love Miles, but we have not yet interviewed him. Jenna Sharp, who is Siren or Mustang from the graphic novel or graphic audio. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. I actually wanted to, we were going to call Howler Pod because we once drunk called them. Their website's down and I can't find their phone number. I have now texted them. I've sent a Hail Mary text. If anyone knows Howler Pod's phone number, it is not their personal phone number. We want their podcast phone number.
Yeah, the voicemail number.
We want the voicemail number. Let us know so we can call them. We did that once for our Patreon. We once did a 6-hour long stream and we drank a different drink every hour. And then we called them claiming to be in jail and needing bail. And we wanted to relive that. But their website's down.
That was during our first actual in-person hangout.
Yeah.
That was like, we're hanging out as Fade to Obsidian.
Yeah.
Outside of the like 5 minutes that Skipper spent in Saskatchewan and minus ungodly after she got off the train on the way through.
Yeah, that was after HowlerCon, but like the first time it was just the two of us.
Yeah.
Which at that point I had seen Salem in Vancouver. No, first I'm trying to think. I think this is the lineup
on the way back.
Yeah, so the lineup goes me and Salem in person meeting in Seattle first.
Oh yeah, because we met at Comic-Con.
We went to Comic-Con and we met
with Dram.
We hung out with Dram and Jabs was there, but Jabs was not yet in the den and thought we were all crazy.
And now she's here.
Refused to call me Skipper. I'm not calling you that. Same with Sylvain Nouvel was there and got drunk because he only ate oysters. And then so that happened, and then that same trip I took the train home from Vancouver to Toronto, got off in Saskatchewan at 7:30 in the morning in an ungodly it was so cold, and Crescent met me at the station for like the 15 Jazz, all your names are nouns. It was weird.
We have another howler that says they're from Saskatchewan.
Whoa. How is there
This
more
is a howler I do not
Saskatchewan?
recognize. Thank you. Welcome to the Saskatchewan Club. We
How
are
is there more
surprisingly
from
robust.
Saskatchewan than Ontario? Ontario is like
There's nothing to
failing.
do.
I am militant, okay?
There's nothing to do in Saskatchewan. So all they can do is read because they have to stay inside for half the year.
Oh my god.
So
That's
I mean,
so funny.
and then Crescent's just depositing books in places, so
yeah. I love
somehow,
it.
some way.
But yeah, so I got off the train. And then also aren't all names nouns, proper nouns? Do I know what English is? Viscera, you are correct. All names are nouns.
That
You
is
are
accurate.
correct.
Person, place, or thing.
Cryptid. Cryptid is from Saskatchewan.
That
That's
is
doxing you
amazing.
right now. You're
We
doxing
have
yourself
not
for the
crossed
record.
paths.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Apollo Legion. Yeah, so that was the first time we met. And then I went back out to Vancouver and we went whale watching, me and
Yeah.
Salem.
Mhm.
Then all of us met for HowlerCon.
Yep.
And then I went to Saskatchewan the weekend after Canadian Thanksgiving and we had midnight turkey and a 6-hour stream for the Patreon, as well as we did our first live episode with Charon, which, do you remember?
Yeah.
Before we did that episode, none of us were caught up, so we actually, as a group, listened
Yeah,
in
we
your
did.
backyard. You brought out
Yeah,
a
we
speaker,
were-
and we sat in the backyard, the three of us drinking and listening. I think it was Iron Gold. And we were like,
No,
hanging out.
it
No?
wasn't it. The end of Lightbringer.
Oh,
I'm
it
pretty
would've
sure
been
that was like
you're right,
Hanger
you're
8,
right.
17B.
Because it was after HowlerCon. You're right. No, it wouldn't have been Hanger because it wouldn't have been 17B because you made the drink when you guys, Charon came
Oh
back
no,
on
right.
the show.
He came on for a second one.
Yeah. So I think it would just been the beginning of Lightbringer. If it was October of 2023, it would have been the beginning of Lightbringer because we only started doing
Yeah,
those
sounds
episodes
right.
September. Yeah. So we watched, like, we listened to it as a group and then immediately went and recorded. And Charon made us Caesars. He made us truffle pig Caesars.
Ooh,
And,
yeah, he did.
yeah. And there's bacon in it. It was delicious.
Oh.
So good. Go check out that episode and take a look at the drinks he made.
It's incredible. Charon's incredible for that. I'll raise a glass to Charon.
And how.
And how. Yeah. Yeah. And then from there,
You know
you oh, yeah.
What if we just dunk to Charon?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
why
gonna
didn't we
do
just-
it in the Rainforest Cafe one? Just,
God.
just to piss him
Perfect.
off.
Just for him.
If you didn't notice, I already not the cursed tomato drink. It's
Oh yeah,
delicious.
Alcatraz does not like Caesars. Does not like the idea of Caesars. Alcatraz,
Oh.
have you ever tried a Caesar?
Have you ever tried just a Bloody Mary?
Beer dendungs, they hold up. I have too many.
That is not a
glasses.
cast strength dunk.
I'm
Hour.
gonna have such bad heartburn after
That
this.
is just Buffalo Trace.
Love it. Yeah, so then you guys have you live closer together, so you've seen each other a couple times in Vancouver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
We went to the
Is it McMillan?
observatory,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in Kitsilano Beach,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
In Vancouver. And then I drove down, me and Estrella and our daughter drove down to your neck of the woods
Yeah.
in
Which
June
is like-
of last year.
Mm-hmm. Went to the beach, got some
Mhm.
waffles. The
Played on a playground.
The offspring pulled out her tooth.
Oh yeah, she did.
I don't think I remember that story.
Yeah, we were. She had a loose tooth for a while, and we were sitting at lunch, and all of a sudden she goes, "I pulled out my tooth,"
Wow.
and I went,
Okay.
"Yep, that tracks." She has now pulled out, she has pulled out all of her teeth on her own.
That's me. I pull out mine. Or I did pull out mine.
Oh, yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah, I've got one ready to go. Fun fact,
Yeah,
one of mine is still a baby tooth, but they've capped it so it looks like an adult tooth.
Ew.
Mine too!
Hey!
This one
They
here.
pulled out all mine, so.
Salem Estrella is loving that you're calling the offspring. A true mini howler.
Am I
Absolutely.
wrong?
Yeah. I love that. And then I've been back out to Saskatchewan just in January. Oh, you came out here, Crescent. We went to Niagara
Oh,
Falls.
yeah. Yeah, that was cold.
Yep. We did
Well,
a
for you
live
guys.
stream from my house. We did the
Skipping Crescent in the morning.
That's how that one came up. Shark teeth skipper. Yes, correct.
It's fitting.
Nice. I like it.
Okay, so somebody needs to get Skipper a shark tooth necklace.
Yeah, absolutely. I think shark teeth skipper. Sorry, Jabs.
Sorry, Jabs.
We will move on. On that note, Jabs, do you want to jump into chat right now? We have a special prompt for Jabs in honor of the ridiculous episode. Well, I set this up. Oh no, she's Pegasus Legion. She can jump right in. Crescent, you want to explain how we did what the ridiculous episodes were for those who didn't? Niagara is so wet.
Okay, so the ridiculous episodes were literally just that. What is the most off the wall, unhinged bullshit episode we can pull together for an hour plus of content?
Yeah.
The only one I can remember because it was so long right now is the Taylor Swift episode.
Which we're going to relive.
Absolutely we are.
Leroy Jenkins! Hi, everyone.
Let's do this.
I've been so excited about doing that for 5 hours now. Since you mentioned
it. For context, I told Pegasus Legion because everyone else has to have permissions turned on to join. I said, please don't join unless you're gonna, and Leroy Jenkins us, unless you yell Leroy Jenkins. And Jabs was like, guess what I'm doing?
It's been a minute since any of us have had a Leroy Jenkins, so I'm glad we got to do that. So
absolutely here for it.
Thank you for joining us. Ridiculous episode. You did Barbenheimer as well as Taylor Swift with us.
My God.
I forgot about that until I started making more notes today.
So did
old
I. I went
Turns out if my brain is full of Red Rising, I can't remember anything else.
Yeah. Jabs, you have actually joined us for 3 because you were at the live episode that happened in my living room right before we went to Niagara Falls and got really wet and cold.
But we had really, really cool mugs.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
I was going to make coffee and then I forgot.
Well,
I only have 8 bottles of whiskey.
Only.
I love it. Well, what other ridiculous? We did the meta podcast where we brought all the other podcasters on, and we did podcasting about podcasting, which came from, I think, the Barbenheimer episode was where we said that Roke had a podcast in which he used it to tell everybody why Oppenheimer was better than Barbie, and then that led us to who has a podcast, and so we got only Ben from Howler Pod, only Philip from Hail Reaper, but both Cassie and Thomas, or Sharkbait, I should say. I don't know what she wants to be known as. And Thomas from High Key Obsessed joined us for that. We did who Alcatraz joined us for who was picking up people from the airport.
Oh my God, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There was a tier list involved, and I definitely can't remember what it was.
It was amazing. Yeah.
All of those episodes were so fun.
Yeah. Well, today we have a very important one. We're going to rehash the Taylor Swift one because we actually recorded that, I think, the week before Tortured Poets came out.
It was right before that.
It was right before, with the mindset of I have the ability, like, I have the thought process that you can't just listen to an album and like know it instantly. You have to sit with it. And so I didn't want us overanalyzing Tortured Poets. So Crescent's gonna go off vibes alone, like he did that whole Taylor Swift episode.
No thoughts, just vibes, baby.
Salem, I only warned this afternoon. Jabs
and I had no time to prep.
a few. When did we start? Like a week ago, Jabs? Did we?
You said something, and sorry, I have COVID. You said something, and I was like, yes, I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then
I have some feelings.
I just am that person who, like, since Tortured Poets come out, have been like, this song has been perfect for this person. Like, it just lives rent free in my mind of, like, any Taylor Swift now. I'm like, what would I give that? It just lives rent free. So we're not going to take up the 4 hours that we did last time.
Taylor Swift has a very large catalog. So that's why it was 4 hours.
We're just going to go, Crescent, I want you to pull up the Tortured Poet Department song list and just off vibes alone, off the same way I think you did with Red, give us 3 songs and which characters you're assigning them to. And while you do that...
Goodness.
Sorry?
I have to pick a character?
Yeah, just... Or a situation. Moments.
Okay.
I'll let you think on that, and we can discuss how Roke is in fact the tortured poet.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I wrote down for that song. I was like, that one's obviously for Roke. I don't know if the lyrics actually make sense, but yes, he definitely has a fucking typewriter. Yeah, he for sure has a typewriter in space. That boy is typing on a typewriter in space. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That one is a non-negotiable. All right, Crescent, do you got them there? Vibes alone.
Okay. I can do it with a broken heart. Trigger warning.
Okay.
Child death. Victra mowing down the red hand after Ulysses dies.
Yeah, okay.
I can see it.
That's exactly what I wrote down. Was that yours?
Yeah.
I put for Mustang after Iron Gold when Darrow's fucked up and he abandons and like just like fucks off whatever and then she continues to have to rule the like whole solar system with her husband just fucked off, especially like I'm so obsessed with him and he avoids me like the plague. He's just gone. Like yeah,
it's a good one. All right, next one, Crescent. Okay. These are my favorite, by the way, so I'm just really excited to hear what he has.
I love when he goes off 5.
Okay, I can fix him. Is Victra and Severo getting married?
Actually,
yeah, the lyrics kind of work for that.
Okay.
And oh goodness. Fresh out the slammer, Apollonius getting a bomb in his head.
Okay.
Okay.
Out of the slammer and into the other slammer, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot about Apple. This is the thing is if I haven't read the series in 2 years, so then I just kind of like forget that people exist.
Yeah.
That object permanence.
I'll reread it again before Red God, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jabs, what did you have written?
Okay, well I have some well you had some that you had like very specific ideas about that you were just like, this is an instinctual thing. So what were yours? Because I had like
I only really had 3. So one was I can do it with Broken Heart with Mustang because she just has to put on that face for the public and the whole time like you know you're falling apart. And I think I can do it with Broken Heart for that reason of it doesn't necessarily have to be a breakup. We've all been through that of like just pull your shit together and get through the day. And I feel like Mustang has to do that. So that one. And then I had oh my god. The one I want to talk about, I actually changed my mind after, so I'm going to come back to that one. My brain just froze. Oh, smallest man who ever lived. Hot take. It is actually Cassius singing about Mustang. After the gala, she's fucked off. He's left heartbroken. Were you sent by someone who wanted me dead? Like, he is questioning everything. With you sleep with a gun underneath my bed?
Yeah, you're right. He's definitely
okay.
Were you
in
a
the
sleeper cell spy?
crying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In 50 years, will all the... Yeah, right? Like, he is... Smallest man is hardcore.
Wait. Or it is Cassius when he finds out that Darrow killed Julian.
Oh, also that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just Cassius has a lot of feelings.
Obviously.
I just picture
Cassius
him,
is
like,
all big
full
feelings,
blown
okay?
with that bridge, like screaming the words.
Okay, but do we think that Cassius would be the type to blare Taylor Swift after his and Mustang's breakup?
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't even think, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he tells anybody about it, but he is like definitely in his own room with the headphones on, just crying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the other one I had was Who's Afraid of a Little Old Me, which I originally had, and for like the last year, I've been thinking about Lyria. And then today is the day that I thought, no, it's Io. Because it's Eo's ghost. I jump from the gallows and like I levitate down here, and the whole thing of like kind of haunting the whole thing, ruining everything. And like, who's afraid of little me? You should be. And also, my favorite line, I had a whole bunch written out. I feel like I need to pull up the thing. But the favorite line of, I put narcotics into all of my songs. And that's why you're still singing along with the Song of Persephone.
Ooh.
Okay.
Damn, T-Swift cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like, I just, crash the party like a record scratch as I scream, who's afraid of little Marie? Like, just the idea of her ghost and her story, like, haunting them over and over. The scandal was contained. The bullet had just grazed. At all costs, keep your good name. You don't get to tell me you feel bad. Like, I think all the red women for feeling sad and feeling bad. All right, what are you, Jabs? You're getting...
No, I'm like agreeing with you. I didn't think of Io because I just don't like her. So
I know, me neither. It was literally today. I was like, up into this, I was going with Lyria, especially with the like, you don't get to tell me I feel sad and all of that. And then today I was like, no, it's Io haunting them, because it also like the asylum they were raised could be either of them. But also, where's the line about being chained? Like, it's a huge, there's so much in there.
Okay, but I think the same lyrics work for both of them. I was thinking about Darrow at the gala, right? Because at that point, he's at his lowest. Everyone has underestimated him. Who's afraid of little old me? He's right. Like, he's been like abandoned by what the fuck's their name? Augustus family. You know, you should be. And then he whips out the willow way. So, we were doing spoilers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Full spoilers. Get after it.
Full spoilers.
Like, he's like, boom, I am a witch, you know? Like, yeah, that was but I feel like we like latched onto the same lines because you can use them for like the same, like those two characters have so much happening in their, in the side of themselves throughout the whole book. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, those are mine.
Just vibes for little old me was Darrow hunting Fa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fa is Lightbringer.
Well, Fa. I thought you said Fawn, and I was like, what deer?
Who is that?
Literally, there could have been a deer.
That's at the Institute.
There's a deer.
Yeah.
There is deer.
Yeah.
Sons
you will find out when our
Welcome
episodes
to
come
the
out.
Red Rising podcast family, and says being whispered into Nero's ear as he dies is legit. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I like it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, you got any thoughts or vibes? You're a big Smith.
I'm going vibes here because I did not have time to prep. I feel like Love of My Life is Cassius towards Mustang, of course.
Yep.
Um,
Clanging.
Yes.
Gosh, and then I don't know why, I just have a vibe, like, I'm Gonna Get You Back is really giving me several vibes.
Ooh. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I could just imagine him, like, in his like, doing his knives and stuff, and just be like, I'm gonna get you back.
That bridge, I feel like, would be his jam too.
Yes. Yeah. Whether or not it's the way the song is meant to be, but if he were to think of it another way, I could totally imagine that.
Yeah.
Those are my vibes I got.
The only one I also like had feelings about, because I think it's my favorite song on the album, and it's so on the nose, but Daddy I Love Him for Mustang is like,
yes.
Look at you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I love it.
All right. Those are all my feelings.
I love it. That's perfect.
Keep going forever because it's 32 songs, 31.
30. I know.
We could sit down and do this for a while.
So high school is obviously just Darrow and Mustang. It's like all of them. It's Cassius and Quinn. It's all of them.
Oh, I have another one. Guilty as Sin for
so hot.
Fuck, what are their names? The Raw.
Oh yeah.
Romulus and Dido.
Dido?
No.
The
Daddy Diomedes.
Diomedes and Ari.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
We got there.
We got there sooner or later.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I pictured it in my brain. I was like, it's that one. I don't know how to portray this, but
that's perfect. I love it. All right. Well,
all right.
Okay.
Thank you, Debs, for joining us.
Thank you.
For letting me come and talk about Taylor. Congratulations. I'm so excited and happy and proud for you guys. And yay, 100 episodes.
Yeah.
We'll be back for 100
Jabs and episodes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jabs got us these insanely thoughtful gifts for Christmas.
Hey, Merry
It
Christmas.
is a sound wave of our very first episode.
Yeah. So
now you know what you're going to get this Christmas. It'll just be this episode.
Hey, perfect. I love it. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Right.
Well, I'll tune
Bye, Jabs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Perfect. I love Jabs. Jabs is one of my first Red Rising friends all the way from Twitter way back in the day. Probably one of the reasons I stuck around in the fandom for so long. Speaking of Jabs, we're not going to include this episode on there, but I did go through and figure out all of our guests, how many times they've been on. And if you have been a guest and you're currently in the audience and you want to join for something, just shout it out and we will bring you in. But first off, Salem, do you know how many times you have appeared on Fade to Obsidian? As you choke, apparently.
I have no idea. I'm gonna throw a random number out, and I'm gonna say 25. Quarter of the time.
20.
Okay, close.
My guess was gonna be 18.
This would be 21. This would be 21. I don't know if we're counting this because then that boosts. We'll count it after.
We could say 20.
Yeah. 20 for Salem. You are by far. That's why you've become our regular rather than just being a guest. There is 3 people tied for second place, I guess. Or I guess, well, if Salem's not a guest, there's 3 people tied for most frequently on. Can you guess how many times they've been on and who are they? One of them is in the audience, I saw, or was at one point.
Is one of them Dram?
No.
Oh. Trying to think of who all. Clover?
No, I don't think Clover's ever been on.
I don't think so either.
No, Clover's
I was just thinking of.
I was like,
Trion.
Hawking.
No.
Really?
I thought Hawking was going to be up there because Hawking used
Dang
to
it.
be our default of when people
Yeah, he
would
was.
last minute go, oh my God, I can't do this. Like something else has come up. We'd go, Hawking, what are you doing right now? Because he's read the book like 6 or 7 times, so we could bring him in. Someone in chat has said all 3 have been named in chat. So Meringue, Badger, and Bond.
Oh, okay.
They have all been on 4 times. And then coming in with 3, there is a long list. Dram, Hawking, Hydro, Twist, and Jabs, if we don't include today. Jabs is now at 4. And then interestingly, Ben and Aaron have both been on from Howler Pond 3 times, but they haven't been on the same episodes. They have done 2 episodes together. And then Ben was on for the meta podcasting, and Aaron came on for the women's podcast. So we actually divided Howler Pod. So there you go. Yeah. Alcatraz, you have been on 3 times as well. Sorry. I had said it earlier. But yeah, and then a whole bunch of people at 2 and tons of people at 1. And then somebody will be coming up shortly to take the lead, though. Yogi has been on 2 times. And we already have recorded 3 more episodes with him. And we have another 4 coming up. If we include, he has always done our Sons of Ares episodes. And we need to do Sons of Ares Volume 3. And he is who, after this episode 101, will be the Animals of Red Rising. As we're going to go through, and he's going to let us know whether or not we can have those animals as pets.
That's very on par for him.
It's a lot of no. It's a lot of no.
Damn it.
But yeah.
An unsurprising amount of no.
Ugh.
That will boost him. There's 7, so he will actually take the lead at 9. So anyone who wants to oust Yogi, you got to come up with a very compelling thing. Pets, right? Little bit of a spoiler. He claims that he can have a griffin, but the rest of us can't. And so
he
claims it's for safety.
For safety reasons, he can have a griffin. There was a lot where he's like, I could do that, but you can't. He is a zookeeper by trait. So that's what's coming. There you go. All right. Well, we've done this ridiculous episode. Next up, why don't we do... Oh, I'm going to prep people. Is that I will be later doing Bean Boozle, so start thinking of questions to ask.
Trivia questions, folks.
Don't yet do it. Don't post them yet, but we're going to do a segment and then we'll come into that. I'm just looking down the list.
Josh.
No. No. Jigsaw is not allowed. I also have to grab my beans.
I'm gonna be honest, those beans made my office stink because I had so many bad ones in that box.
Right. Oh,
and
yeah.
I threw my garbage away. Nothing to do with my garbage. It was literally the box was smelling because the beans smelled so bad.
I just opened it and got the whip.
I threw it away. It's gone. I don't have any more bean boozles.
2 boxes of them.
Gross.
So we're gonna be doing that later. For now, we're gonna do a Sleepless in Sungrave. So Sleepless in Sungrave was last summer we did ridiculous episodes and then back and forth with Sleepless in Sungrave, which is inspired by Sleepless in Seattle and the old school call-in radio shows where you would just ask experts for help. And we had people submit different prompts, and they all had to be as if the characters in Red Rising were asking for help. Apparently we missed one. Sorry, Clover. Sorry, Clover, that I missed it. I don't know how, but we're gonna do it now. So here's our Sleepless in Sungrave prompt. Dear Sleepless in Sungrave, the woman who gave birth to me was my clone's lover and treats me like both a lover and a son. I think she's a wackadoodle. How do I let her down easy? Signed, no riding these bones.
Well,
Yikes! For
I'm
one,
a little concerned if she wants to ride your bones.
Yeah.
that is deeply problematic
Therapy?
on several levels.
A restraining order?
Yeah.
Maybe some sort of sculpture that could be heated.
Oh.
God. Are we putting her in the sculpture, or are we?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Maybe there it is. I hit a button, and then you're hearing us twice.
Oh.
Yeah, like,
do we want to put her in the sculpture, or are we gifting it to her so she leaves you alone?
No, the sculpture is to contain this person.
Okay.
And then be heated to
kill said person.
Cook.
Would you
and smell like bacon?
Make it like a wolf? Oh God. Backstitch thinks this
it would.
Is that a little too far?
It would smell like bacon.
Long bacon. A little too far. I'm sorry.
Alcatraz let her down so hard. Yeah, like off a cliff, maybe. Just let her down off a cliff.
Backstitch Weaver says, "This is diabolical." Viscera says, "No riding these bones." Has sent her.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, we're talking about Lilith and the Abomination, and I don't even maybe I didn't include this one because I don't want to touch that. I don't remember why we didn't originally include this. It just wrong on so many occasions.
No.
Yeah, that's nope.
Ugh.
No, thank you.
So gross. Yeah. All right. Crescent, one of the other fun things that came out of Sleepless in Sungrave was your Apollonius voice. Meringue had requested for you to use it again. And so long pig reference, crazy. Yeah. I asked you to pull a quote from Apollonius. We do not have a Sungrave thing, but let's hear it. Let's hear an Apollonius quote from Crescent.
Because of my cask strength opinion that Lysander should have died at 10 years old. That one's for you, Alcatraz.
It's okay, Meringue. We're good. We got you.
Even if you survive this walk, you can never best Darrow, if that is your intent. He would climb up your blade to chew upon your jugular. To best a living god, it is not enough to survive, nor to eat of the ambrosia of conquest. Who would follow a churlish princeling over that slave-made war? After all, you have no sense of theater.
When are you doing the audiobook? When is graphic?
Fucking hit me up.
Talk to Siren.
Yeah. Everyone hire Crescent to be Apollonius. Chat is freaking out over this one. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you, Meringue,
that one's for you.
reminding us.
Oh.
Thank you for reminding us that is a thing that we could do. That was perfect.
Beautiful.
Amazing. All right. Do people have questions for me? People were asking for Sweets to show up. Sweets, I feel like should also be
Sweets
there.
lives in the future now.
Oh, that's right. Sweets is in a different thing.
Honestly, he might be so far in the future that he's awake.
Wait, yeah, he might be back
true.
up.
Harvest has a great idea.
Yeah.
New
ridiculous fade tier. Oh, which reminds me, I have to wiggle. I was going to send to Clover. Our current ridiculous tier is me wiggling specifically for Harvest, Clover and Vinyl are our current wiggle tier.
I know that
And
they're
then-
specific to skipper wiggles, but should we do a trio wiggle?
We can trio wiggle.
Oh, hang on. It's gonna be a quad wiggle.
Oh, ghost dog!
Ghost dog! Ghost dog! All right. Oh, that's me.
Okay.
There we go. Ready? Clover is in the mountains and cannot join us right now, so I said any wiggles I would send to her. Amazing. All right. Well,
Beautiful.
Harvest wants Apple voice memos from Kristen to be our next ridiculous tier.
Can they be-
I'll do it. I have no problem with that.
That would be amazing.
Should they be quotes or should they be like general, like most random things that
I
you could
think it
say
needs
in
to
an
be
Apollonius
random.
voice?
Like your grocery list.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was
It
thinking.
needs to be.
But it'd be Apollonius's grocery list, so then you got to
Yes.
be creative
Yeah.
of what he was ordering when he was in the deep grave.
Yeah. I love it. It's his Uber
Mhm.
Eats.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, Sweets is at the spa. He's on Hot Rocks being a lizard, baking like a cookie, says Trinkets. Yeah.
Well, tell him to just drop a random question in.
Yeah. All right.
For the record, I did ask Josh, and he has not responded, so. Oh, nope. Just kidding.
No.
He has not.
No.
Oh my god, we've got so many good ideas. Tumblr text posts as Apple, forecasts, Apple cameos, Apple ASMR. Oh my god,
Yes, that
Apple
one.
navigation.
500 meter. Please say that one.
In 500 meters, turn right onto 47th Street.
Yes. Absolutely. I love it so much. Oh my god. All right. I've got the beans out so people can drop them.
Oh, no.
If I see them, I'll do them. Apple
Ask Skipper, ask
Ask the
Skipper
question.
science questions.
No.
While we're waiting for
I
that, I'm going to
just
pull a
said
classic
questions. You
crescent
are-
and go use the washroom.
All
Turn your
right.
microphone off.
Turn your microphone off.
Turn your microphone off! Crescent!
He muted himself.
Oh, he muted it. Okay, I see now.
He's fine. Need the Google Maps mod now. Absolutely. We will get it set up so that he fully we'll do all sorts of stuff. And also, if you didn't know, this is literally how we record at all times. Is Crescent leaves halfway through the recording. This gets edited out. Crescent
Potty
has
break.
Never. Yeah.
And most of the time, he doesn't even say anything. He just gets up
He just
and leaves.
He says it's because I talk too much that he waits for me to pause, and if he doesn't just go, I will continue on talking, is his excuse.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. Tower, I would do a truth or dare to any of your questions. Like, either I answer it or I'll do a bean. Because I know Tower's got some unhinged questions sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is so fun. Thank you guys so much for all of this. We greatly appreciate you. We appreciate you all. Dram was maybe going to join us all the way from Belize, but I can't see that actually happening. Cruise ships don't actually have that, like...
Is that a cruise ship?
I don't know. She said from the middle of the ocean, so I assume a cruise ship.
Okay. Or
I
on a
hope
plane.
a cruise ship.
Okay.
All right, we're not getting questions right now. We'll let them... If they see
Guys,
them...
ask your questions.
I know, I got beans here that...
Make
'cause
Skipper
Skipper's
eat gross
dying
beans.
to get a bean.
I'm dying to be beaned. This was also going to be a ridiculous tier. We came... I heard it. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
No!
You're not.
This was almost going to be a ridiculous tier of me eating beans because technically the Patreon paid for these beans. This is what we put Patreon money for. The last thing I have on my list that we haven't discussed yet is how we got into video games. That we started.
Oh yeah.
It started as paid Patreon only. That we were like,
Yep.
oh, we'll play games with you guys. And then I started doing The Sims, which today I recorded the 50th episode of The Sims Red Rising Challenge, which feels insane. that was how hard mode for questions.
I'm not going to
Uh,
answer that
any.
one. That's cheating.
What's his serial number?
Yeah, what's his number?
Yeah, in the
I don't
mines.
need.
You get it wrong, and then I'll get it right.
I have no idea. What is it from Les Mis?
From Les Mis.
Yeah, what's his? There's a whole song.
I don't know. I gotta sing about it, and then I'll.
I know. I don't remember. I don't know. I'll just bean. Why? What is it?
L17L6363.
Oh yeah, it's also Mustang's
It's the
code to.
password to Mustang's data pad
Mhm.
on IO.
It.
Yeah,
All right.
I've got one for you after you eat your bean.
This one. Why did I? My beans never properly have. Oh God, I'm gonna spill them again.
Do it.
This is, I think, dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. Do I have the garbage? Oh God. Oh. That is dead fish.
Oh.
What? I don't know. Where's the bad rum? That's gonna clear it for me first.
Is it? Is it gonna make it worse?
Oh. All right. Okay. 24601. Thank you, Jabs. Jabs gets me.
No.
Viscera, you're supposed to build. Oh, the ship in Sims. We'll get there. I did a 24-hour stream. We'll do another one, and we'll have them live on the ship. It'll be great. Tower wants to know what's on the back of my sign. I'm not gonna eat a bean. I'm gonna show you. Tower made these signs. So we had Jabs make those. Tower made these incredible signs. Yeah, Crescents is all the way in the background. And
Background is real. That is an upgrade.
It says Hail Steve, which I do not agree with. Hail Goose Bucket.
Hail Steve.
Hail Goose Bucket.
Hail Steve.
There you go. There you go, Tower. I'm not eating a bean for that. I know that one. During the lion's reign, oh my God, how many total kilometers are covered once they make landfall to the sovereign shuttle?
That!
Not including the swim.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you guys are the worst. Why have I done this?
Who asked that one?
That was Backstitch.
Oh. Of course Backstitch.
I don't... okay. 532 kilometers. Crescent, do you know?
Ooh. Full landfall distance? I think it's like 83 kilometers or something.
Oh, it's not.
I don't know that one specifically.
All right. We await her answer. Who did... Joel chose Steve, I believe.
Yep.
If you don't know...
Joel chose Steve.
From the den, there is Hail Steve versus I have Hail Goose Bucket is on mine.
Mm-hmm.
And just a reminder, if you don't like Goose Bucket, you hate Ephraim. Just
yeah,
reminder
yeah.
on that one.
Just a little backstory on that one.
567 kilometers.
I am so
Wow.
close.
I would give that to you, Skipper.
on.
I would give that to Skipper. Crescent would have to eat a bean. Story behind.
I would do it stone-faced.
Yeah, you would. I'm
not eating a bean. I got so close on a pure whim.
Yeah. Story behind Goose Bucket is when I was starting the server, I was trying to add Red Rising emojis and like different things that were themed emojis. And for some reason, there's no mop. And so I was looking up like janitor and all these other things. And I looked up bucket and Goose Bucket popped up. And I was like, that's cute. I'm going to add it. And so lo and behold, Goose Bucket is actually connected to Ephraim.
Ephraim.
It's Ephraim.
There you go.
Because also I like to believe that, and I know I said this in one of the episodes doing the read along, but I imagine when Ephraim goes and he gets the mop when he's high on all of the walnuts, and he decides to, jump. I just imagine he put on all janitorial gear and probably put a bucket on his head thinking helmet. So it works.
Perfect. I love it. Apparently Backstage calculated that and literally no one else knows. I feel like I need backstory on how she calculated that. In the meantime, what are the names of the 2 forts Antonia controls in Red Rising? At one point she has... Does she actually control Mars at one point? I don't know. Antonia with... What would make sense? Sir, I can't pronounce any of them. Sir, what's the bread one? Ceres?
Oh, Ceres?
Ceres. And what other one? Minerva. I don't know.
One is Phobos Tower, I believe.
Oh, I was thinking like the full castles versus forts. All right, what's our answer there? Sons of Ares podcast.
Oh, I think they're reading that right now. So
they're going through that. They are deep in it.
They're going chapter by chapter, right?
Think of my Greek mythology. Greek mythology, not Roman? I don't know. Hades and Hercules. Those are my Greek mythology. I don't know. I'm just gonna bean it.
Do it.
Bean it.
Barf
Deimos and Phobos. Also,
Gods
moons
of
of Mars.
Terror. Are they not? What's Hades' little friends in Hercules?
Oh,
Are twins?
I don't know. That's not my forte.
Pain and something. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Pain and Panic.
Yeah. How do you know these things?
I don't know.
Peach! We got Peach!
It's funny that you had to think about that for a second. Wow, Skipper's eating Steve. How do you guys feel about that?
Always. Backstory. PB actually mentions... Okay, so Pierce actually mentions each distance in the book, and I hyper fixated on it and calculated it up. It's also an extra 25... So 2.5 kilometers of swimming. I posted it a couple times during Gym Rat Wars. There you go. Pain and Panic. Everyone's getting the Pain and Panic.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question for you, Skipper.
Oh no, is it from Jigsaw?
No, it's not.
Okay. I got really worried.
You have a chance.
No, this is one that I found. How many times has Sophocles been cloned?
Oh. That's somewhere in my brain. No, cat. Not the time. My brain is going between 43 and 17. I don't know.
That's my brain is range. Pick a number.
11.
No.
Is it 17?
21.
21, damn it. Okay, this one's going to be Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti.
Oh, this is the one that you had so much fun with.
I still can't figure out which one it is. I don't know. It's not great. No, I think it's Stinky Socks. Okay, this one's...
Oh, so you had like 20 Tutti Fruttis?
I think so. That just hit me, but it's not horrific. It still has a fruity flavor to it. Because it might be that I just don't like Tutti Frutti.
Oh, okay. Also, fun fact from the Red Rising wiki. Yes. Sophocles has been cloned 21 times, making him over 700 years old.
Yeah, we wanted to know whether or not it's the same Sophocles in Red Rising, or in, I guess, Golden Sun, as it is in Iron Gold. Remember, we were having this discussion. Did we end up asking Pierce that? I don't know if we did.
I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
I'm going to put it in the Ask Pierce thing.
Well, you guys think of more questions. I don't know. What else we got? Anyone else have any memories?
Does anybody have any questions? Anything they want to reminisce about?
Yeah. Favorite moments? Laureltide. We never talked about
Oh.
Laureltide.
Oh my God, Laureltide.
See, so many things have happened in the last few years. Yeah.
I'm over here double fisting Laureltide.
Shout out Minerva.
Laureltide, for those who don't know, is when we had our own unofficial, because HowlerCon was so great. We did a meetup hosted by House Minerva in Minnesota, and we all went out and hung out at an amazing brewery that was a friend of Meringue's. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
cat
blast.
is distracting me.
Yeah, okay, so how did it start? Because it was all kind of your guys' idea for Laureltide to start.
Yeah, I think it stemmed from a couple places that, like, I think a lot of people wanted that. I know House Minerva had been talking about it, but it was a joke between us and HowlerPod because we really wanted HowlerCon back, and so how were we going to force that? We were just going to, like, we said it on an episode of, we'll just do it. We'll create HowlerCon, and then Crescent, I think you named it Laureltide is how it came up, but that's how it started there.
Me?
And
Name something? Never.
Yeah, and so then this cat, she's gonna drive me mad.
Sons of Aries podcast is asking, what is HowlerCon?
HowlerCon. All right.
Oh my gosh.
HowlerCon is a book signing, actually.
And a concert and everything.
And yeah.
Several hangovers.
So HowlerCon
bad hangover
it was the Tulsa signing for Lightbringer. It is actually, technically they did one in LA for Iron Gold, but it was created by Lit Escalates. There was 700 of us descended upon Tulsa of all places so that
unbelievably
we could
surreal.
It was crazy. Lit Escalate set it up, and Pierce signed all 700. I think it's 750 books.
Yeah.
It went way into the night. We had Me Like Bees, the band, and if you're in the Toronto area in August 26th, come see them with me. It was amazing. We just had the best time taking over Tulsa.
It was celebrating the release of Lightbringer.
Yeah.
And so they wanted everybody together because it had also been 5 years Dark Age. And so it was like there was just such a big time span that they wanted to celebrate. And so they I think in some other book releases they've had a big get together in LA where Pierce is based. And so this time, because Joel works for he does stuff for the art district in Tulsa, so he had connections. He could get a big ballroom for us to all hang out in that accommodated enough people. There was, like you said, Me Like Bees. There was also they did a special brew with a local brewery for Peerless Gold.
His is signed. Mine's not signed.
Yeah, there was a limited edition. Like you got special things if it was signed. And then, and so they brought vendors in. That's the game. I think people.
You're weirdly muted there. Say that again. That last.
Yeah, you were cutting out.
Me?
Yep.
My internet might suck. There were a bunch of vendors there too. So there was Orange Armory. I think PB Doodles was not able to come.
Yeah, but she sent a bunch of stuff.
She sent a bunch of stuff.
Spensky sent,
Miles was
there and sent stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Nerdy Inc.
Alexis.
Alexis,
Inc. Yeah, that's what it is.
From Nerdy Inc. was there. She was promoting the book covers that she had done in conjunction with PB Doodles. So there were a whole bunch of vendors there, so you could shop some merch, also Lit Escalates merch. And then they had a Q&A with Pierce about Lightbringer. They had a bunch of like goodies that you could pick up. They had a bar. We all got super
Yeah,
shit
they did.
on the bar.
And then it was just really cool because you could the signing line was really, really long, of course, but it went super late in the night, and we all like you got to have quality personal like conversations with Pierce that you might not have been able to get if you went to a normal book signing. So
Some of us headbutted him. I don't know.
yeah. And he picked me up, so
Oh yeah, that's right. He picked you up. I headbutted
Yeah.
him.
I got a hug and a personal story about Saskatchewan.
Yes. I was gonna say I was not gonna share the story you got, but yeah.
Yeah.
Will there be? Oh yeah, we got these sweet shirts which are signed by Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also have the I Survived HowlerCon shirt that
Me
I
too.
ripped up.
I do too.
Yeah. Will there be another?
Oh.
Probably for Red God is my guess.
Yeah, we're certainly
on-
hoping so.
Yeah.
Think
Emily
it was
has
also
kind of confirmed, like Lit Escalates has kind of somewhat said, like, yes, we will do some kind of a signing in Tulsa for it. So
Well, and I think that they in the Hazard Bedlam website they say that it's all expense paid is
that's
a
right.
thing that you can win for HowlerCon. They just don't know when it's
Yeah,
going to be
that's
because they don't know when
insane.
Red God's going to come out. So
So
another
Also-
reason to play with Hazard or Hazard Bedlam is to get
Yeah,
some cool prizes from
for
them.
sure.
Yeah.
Starting August 15th.
starting August
Mhm.
15th, we're back being proctors. We will yell at you again. Yeah, HowlerCon was such a good, like, fabulous idea, fabulous day, like, weekend. And again, it was so much fun
Yeah.
that we just took over the city, and then the next day had, like, the most hungover pool party. We had, like,
We had like 50 people in the
Where-
pool.
Where we like fully learned we are in fact a cult.
Yes.
I
yeah.
have never experienced something bone chilling before.
Oh my god!
And there's-
One person
there's-
yelled,
40 of us in a pool, and somebody yells, Hail Libertas! And everyone
Everyone
yells,
I'm missing a
Hail
beat.
"Hail
Reaper!
Reaper!"
Yeah.
Because nobody has any high end from howling the night before.
You
And
howled
you
so
can
hard
feel
you
the
thought it-
bottom of the
Yeah.
pool
Yes,
vibrate.
vibrate because we were just "Hail Reaper." Crescent howled so
Insane.
hard he got a nosebleed, and you just watched all the yellows go. Don't worry. I think Drillbit is who had like gauze, but everyone
Yeah.
else like was like, here, do you want a nap? Do you want? And like, oh my god, that was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing we need to mention is that it was impossibly hot.
Oh my god, it was 107
was-
degrees. I nearly died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Legitimately.
43 Celsius
The
there.
running joke was that we were trudging through the Ladon.
Yeah.
Especially with Lightbringer. And so it was just like, oh, this is what that feels like. Cool. We're just gonna die.
It was so hot. There was no shade. I was trying to hide behind Salem at some point to stay in the shade.
Okay, also for context, Skipper was in heels. I'm already short, and Skipper's
I'm
much
already
taller
tall.
than me. Skipper was like 1.5 feet taller than me, trying to hide behind me. And I'm like, I'm little, I have no shadow.
It was so good.
Shout
It
out
was
the Fade
so
to
good.
Obsidian Redbubble. We have a design that says, There's no shade in Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That one hasn't been
Because
changed.
there was, in fact, not.
No
Yeah.
shade. I was hiding behind a car, which is funny because now people who joined the den afterwards were telling me of like, yeah, we saw you hiding behind a car. I was like, that's where the shade was because we were all in the line. And so I would run ahead of where our group was standing, hide in the shade of the car, watch them pass to go into like further into Kane's ballroom, and I would just run to the next car so that I
Yeah.
wasn't jumping the line. I would go in with them, but I needed the shade. The photo
Also-
of Skip crouching behind the car. Yeah, thanks.
Yes. Also, to warn you all, if HowlerCon happens again, and it happens in Tulsa, there is no food after 10 p.m. open.
Right.
Yeah,
and
for real.
We were done.
I thought I was gonna die because I was already drunk and I had no place to buy food. And we went to a karaoke bar afterwards. And I think Scarlett ordered us shots.
Sounds like Scarlet.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just forewarning, make sure you eat in Tulsa.
Yeah.
we were done skis.
Yeah.
Uh, they're gonna get me an umbrella next time, is what everybody's saying. I'm gonna push this cat off again. Yeah, I need that shade. Hopefully, it comes out in like November next time, and
That
we'll
would be
fine.
perfect.
That'd be great.
It'll
I mean,
be
I wouldn't
great.
mind that. And then we wouldn't be sweating in our wolf cloaks or jackets.
Yeah, that was the other thing, is everyone who was in amazing cosplay. There was a cosplay contest. Shout out Alcatraz, who participated.
Drilled it as Ephraim, like full like combat gear.
Yeah.
That's where he pulled the gauze from.
That's right. He already had it on him. But they were incredible. But there's some of them that were like, the one guy was a hell diver. And I was like,
oh yeah,
hot is your costume right now? Like, that is
Well, and then Red Prince Rising was Severo.
Yeah, dressed up as scarab skin Severo.
Yeah.
He freaked me out because I didn't know who it was, and then he just came up because I was Victra. I like, not for the actual, but I was just casually dressed as Victra. And so he came up and was like, "Hey, Skipper, I guess this means we're married," and was he was doing his like, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then it was like later he like took off his mask and was like, "Oh, it's me," and I was like, "Dear God, like, what is happening right now?" It was so good. Your armor won't melt. Yeah.
Light resistance.
It was crazy. But yeah, and then so Laurel Tide, we kind of did a mini one, just run by the Den, and House Minerva.
We had like
ourselves, and then
64?
We had 70 people there.
70,
yeah,
wasn't it?
Something like that, between 65 and 70 people. So
which is more Den people than we're at HowlerCon.
Yeah, at the time.
Well, we recruited afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We recruited during too. So for HowlerCon,
yeah, we did.
I will probably do that again. We got QR codes so that we could hand it out. Or so you could just have it and have somebody scan it to go into the Den. We also, I think Checkmate was randomly slipping it into bags.
Checkmate and Enigma were just like, some people were like, "What the fuck?
What is this?" And then they scan it and it goes to Discord. No words, just the symbol, just the QR code. And then we had "Hello, my name is" tags that I had personalized. I don't think I have, but I think it's in my book. But it is a "Hello, my name is," and everybody named, and so you could write your Howler name on it, put a name to a face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably do that again for any other meetup that we have. But
yeah, that worked great for
HowlerCon.
both HowlerCon, which then people were just taking them and like joining the Den because then you got a name tag, but also Laurel Tide, because so many of us. We always say it's like people know our faces because of Fade to Obsidian, but then they come up to us and we have to like be like, "Hello, we don't know who you are," and so that
we would love to, but we don't.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I had that. I had the luxury because I work at that one bookstore chain that we don't reference because then I have to do a disclaimer. But I got to host Pierce at my work. So I worked one of the signings, and the amount of people who were coming up to me while I was in like my professional like garb as they're like, "Hey, Skipper," and I had to be like, "Hi." Like, so sorry, Toronto.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
No idea who you are.
Toronto howlers that I may have at sometimes like come off as snobbish. I think I tried to pull it off for most of them, but like so many people were talking to me that I was like, "Cool, who are you?" But they all knew me, and it was a very awkward encounter as I was like my professional. Oh no, Tower has a Bean Boozle question. Okay, go Tower.
Oh goodness.
The issue is we're on slight delay, so we'll see how long it takes for him to. QR patch, code patch for jackets. That would be great. You should do a patch. Yeah.
I have to see.
Crescent.
Make sure it's.
Do it Salem.
Yeah, make sure it's black on white or dark on light rather than yellow on white.
Yeah, the yellow.
Yeah, that was
very well.
We found
Well,
out.
and it also was not great in the dark light. So
Oh, yeah.
like in the because it was a ballroom and they brought the lights down, you couldn't scan the QR code because you couldn't see the yellow on the white. So yeah, I'll have to revamp
God.
those. But yeah.
How many times is the word clang said in Lightbringer?
Do you
It
even
would-
know that?
He's probably pulled up the ebook and has looked at it. Has
In
to be
the series or
sublimation, not
Lightbringer?
Stitchy.
Says Lightbringer.
No, he says Lightbringer.
Okay.
So here's the thing: it would be too easy if it was a multiple of 3, because I'm sure at some point it's like the bottle clanged, something fell and clanged.
Yeah, that's actually a question we still need to ask Pierce. Because his armor and his warsaw clang to the ground.
Oh. Pro tip: cross stitch does in fact scan. I love that everyone knows these. Okay, what am I? 87 is the number that jumped to my brain. I know it's wrong. I'm saying 87, Tower. Yep. All right. Did we also write down I'm gonna wait for Tower's response here. Maybe 87 is correct. I got real close with that last one. I'm gonna write it down that we're gonna do these patches because people love theirs. I do now. Thanks, Furiosa. Just clang.
Just the word clang?
We're on a... Yeah, but still things clang around.
Yeah.
Furiosa must have given him the answer.
Oh. Fury, what's the answer?
No, that's way too high. 51, which is not a multiple of 3, right?
It is, in fact.
Is that a multiple
of 3? It is not
of 3?
a multiple of 3.
No.
Oh, it is, in fact. Yes, it is. Sorry. My bad.
51?
5 plus 1 is 6.
What?
And that's
Yeah, it's 17.
I don't know what crazy math you just did for 5 plus 1 is 6. What is
30
that?
times 3 times 17.
Okay, but what is
3
5
times
plus
17?
1?
How the hell did you do that?
Because
math. I don't want to do barf peach again. Hold on.
You add the two numbers together, like the two numbers of the
51.
number, like the two digits together, and if it equals a multiple of 6, it's divisible by 3.
And then you just pulled 17 out of your brain. Okay.
Yes, because 30 plus 21.
I don't math. All right, I've got stink bug, which is I think the worst, and you end up the next morning with it. And
that one are banded.
Toasted marshmallow.
Oh, that's the one I got a bunch of times.
Well, no.
No.
She's been beaned.
Oreo. So bad. All right. What else we got? Yeah, we've covered my entire list. We're almost at 2 hours here. We want to thank everybody again for showing up and for everything that's been happening. We can continue to hang out.
Yeah, we can hang.
We can hang forever. This is what it's funny. So when we started Fade, it was obviously in the days of voice comms. And we would record. If you don't know, there is in the den a secret Fade to Obsidian voice chat that is only made available to you if you're either going to come on, or we now have a Patreon tier called In the Audience where they can jump on as well and watch us. And then what we used to do, actually, there's two things we haven't talked about. What we used to do is we'd end recording and jump into regular comms and just hang out there. And it was like a thing people would know of like, oh, you guys are done recording? We'll go there. I'm trying to get this out of my mouth so bad. Slink is supposed to be the one teaching me math.
Yeah.
In the den.
Sorry, Harvest.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was fun. But the other thing, and I'm gonna, while I eat this cookie and get rid of that terrible taste, Crescent, why don't you explain Out of Context? We did it for like the first.
Okay. Did it even last that long? I think so. Out of Context. Okay. Anyway, Out of Context was basically we opened the Fade to Obsidian voice chat to anybody who wanted to come on. They had to agree that they were going to be recorded, and we gave them a pretty broad area of the book, and it was talk about this at your leisure. And then we just picked quotes, and it was unhinged.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Some of them, I would have to. A lot of the time, I was in there with them. Would quickly write down as they said something, and then there was one time where Crescent left them unattended, and I had to listen to the recording afterwards of and like just the amazing things the fandom thinks and like their opinions on the series is hilarious when unprompted. We also pulled so many good quotes. What was the one? Oh, you can spoil just a little bit.
Yes.
Was our big thing we
Thank
pulled
you.
from it.
Yeah,
Hurricane, I think.
Hurricane.
Which
Yeah.
do we still have the soundboard?
You're allowed to
Oh.
spoil just a little bit.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, what else do we have on here?
Oh, we have all of the questions for,
Oh, from the gala.
from the
Mm-hmm.
Based off your logic, Skipper, the reason the O is so you can say,
Oh, hold on. We're gonna
Daddy, me's.
That was, I believe,
That was sweet.
that's
Sweets.
sweets. That's sweets.
What is
There you
this
go.
one?
Side question was
Oh,
Victor.
not that
side
one.
question was
JK.
Victor beating the shit out of Antonia, at least a
Oh,
little
fuck.
therapeutic.
Anyway, we could go through, but
There's so many. We'll have to go
there's
through these
so
later.
many. We used that when we interviewed Pierce, was why we had
Mhm.
all the soundboard questions. But yeah, the out of context is one of my favorite things. I feel like we should bring it back at some point, but we just have to figure out how. I think the other viral sound that we tried, it was one of the first sounds we tried to make go viral, was everyone saying, "The first time Pierce Brown broke my heart." Like, yep.
And then whatever moment in the trilogy, original trilogy. Oh,
Wow. It was good. I can know sweets from
He's
a
underage
mile
and
off.
listening his innocent ears.
Stinky will
Stinky.
be fine. Stinky is Jeb's adorable cat, who has a real name, but only ever referred to as Stinky. Part of me was just about to just randomly eat a bean, and I'm not gonna do that unless you're gonna ask me a question. We're not gonna
eat a
do that.
cookie.
I know, I did just eat a cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else?
Is there anything else?
I think we've covered everything.
Mhm.
Like, I think for the most part, unless you guys have something, we've pretty much done this.
Oh, how about the time we didn't do a live episode because I had exactly 0 voice remaining?
That was after HowlerCon. We were supposed.
Yes, it
that was
was.
supposed to be the first time that we recorded in person, which has only happened twice. And yeah, you had no voice from howling. What is the first heartbreak for each of you in the first trilogy? Ooh,
What did I say?
that's a great one. Oh, I also have another thing after this. Then I'll...
Josh finally responded.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, well, we'll go through this,
We'll
then
do
I'll go
this.
look at his
Okay.
question again.
My first heartbreak, I think is PAX. I'm gonna be that stereotypical person who says PAX because I didn't see it coming. I think that's when it, like everything else, you're kind of like, ooh, that sucks, but like I get it for the plot point. Like EO's death never truly bothered me. I didn't like EO until like, I think until our read through. I didn't like EO. But I think for me, PAX. It's the hat death. All the hat death, because
Yeah, it's
you
just
just don't see it coming, which is the point.
yeah, it's just completely out of nowhere. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like totally unexpected. You know, he's sassing Adrius. He's, you know, going and capturing all of the Pluto army. You know, he's just big Pax, and he seems invincible, and then he's deeply not.
Yeah. So you're deep in conversation, but
No, I'm looking for the one. I don't. It's hard for me to. I don't think mine was PAX. I think mine wasn't until Sun. I think I brain dumped it because it was traumatic.
yeah.
Quinn?
I think it was in Golden Sun.
Quinn's a hard one.
Yeah, Quinn's rough.
Yeah, because I don't think it was PAX. I think it was something, because I remember thinking about it long. I was just like, okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. So what I said in my post was it was learning just a few paragraphs across 2 pages, Mustang's friendship with Pax. The way she interacts with the Telemanuses, more love given and received than she ever has and ever will experience than with her own family. So essentially, like, when you learn, you don't really learn in Red Rising. It's not until like Golden that you realize that Pax is like her brother almost.
Yeah.
Her chosen brother, the person that she grew up with. And for me, it felt very my own personal life where I had a friend that, like, her dad reminds me a lot of Kavix in general. And so then, like, I grew up with her 5 and we're still really good friends. And so it's like, it really was that connection for me, and it broke my heart where it's like, oh no, she doesn't have Pax anymore. And that then turns around and reminds me of, oh my God, that must have been so traumatic for her, but she just, like, didn't let it show at all when that happened. So that was mine.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah, Pax is a hard one.
We had a question that I need clarification on. We have favorite show openers.
I was also going to ask for clarification, and while you give that, it did remind me that we used to do the disclaimers. That I think I think through the entire read along until maybe Lightbringer, the disclaimers at the start of our episodes were all different howlers from the den. And so it was really fun. It started with, I got a lot of the European howlers to do it. I think it was supposed to be Palette, who's British, was the original one, and then she got laryngitis the week we had asked for that. And so someone else subbed in, and it started this whole, we could hear all of the voices. And then one time, Pop Top and Snow made Orion do it. They triggered the text to speech, so it's Orion or bot. But that was really fun, having all the disclaimers. I'm really sad, actually, that I had a reel on Instagram where you could hear 20 of them. But because I played music on it that was taken down, you no longer have that audio. So I need to go through and figure out where that original reel was and re-upload it, because it's super fun to hear all the Europeans, but also the dialects across North America. Like, we had Rooftop did like crazy Texan. Like, we went through and it was like, okay, you get the California, you get the Canadian, and all of that. It was a huge thing for a long time. And then I always remember that if we had a really serious episode, which we're usually with Badger, where we talked like, hey, Ulysses dies in this one, or Darrow in the box, those were the ones I did because they needed the more serious disclaimers. And so you got me giving a longer, like, here's the suicide hotline. And like, it was always a big thing of like, oh, I'm doing the disclaimer this week. But that was super fun that we had so many. I need to go through and find that reel and repost it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Oh yeah, the disclaimers. Oh, it's Nightfall asking. Yeah, Nightfall. I
Oh,
think you
okay.
did one for me, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the British accent. Um, yeah,
Yeah, he sent us like 3 or 4 options.
yeah. It was great. Who was it? Somebody could do voices and did like a whole bunch. Noelle, I think you gave like a whole bunch of, or sorry, jabs. Woo, government name.
Woof.
You.
I'm finishing drink whatever this is. Technically, this is the 4th
How many-
alcoholic.
I just poured
No,
bottle
this is
7.
only the 3rd alcoholic. It's fine. Sorry to government name you, Jabs. Jabs said, I remember, was like, which one of these? A lot of people would do that. If they'd go, which one? Which one of this? But yeah, the disclaimers were always fun. And then at some point it became just complicated and I felt like I was nagging people of like, can you send that? Can you send that? Can you do one? Can you? And so we stopped doing the disclaimers. Just it felt like it had run its course after. I think it was Lightbringer is when we stopped doing them and we just stuck up like in the beginning of being like, hey, you need to read to this point. Yeah. A Baltimore accent. Yes, full doxed based on your full
Absolutely.
name or your first name there. The Twilight Zone one, that's right. Also, that
right.
reminds me of Sweets and who helped Sweets do the full commercial.
Oh, God.
We used to have den like commercials that people would submit to. Well, mainly Sweets.
It was mainly
Who-
Sweets. I can't remember who it was.
I miss working on them. They should come back for Red God is released. Yes. Done.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Lotus did one for Lightbringer. Aw, Baby Howler. Lotus. Yeah, so I think we got halfway through Lightbringer, and then I just at some point did not want to harass people for them. Maybe we got all the way through Lightbringer, and then at some point I just went, yeah, I'm done with this. Hi, Lotus. You're here. You didn't think you were going to join us.
Oh, Lotus, you're here.
But yeah. Lotus love. Lotus, if you have a stupid question that may or may not be Red Rising, you can ask me and I will take a bean. Anyone joining now? We're just going to keep going. One of us has to work tomorrow, but it's fine.
Not me. I'm on holidays for a week and a half.
I have to work. Do you have to work?
I work at noon tomorrow.
Oh, well, you get to sleep in. Do you want to try to answer?
Yes, okay.
this
Give me
question?
jigsaws.
Okay. What embellishments are on Bad Blast?
There's got to be like a fox.
Mm-hmm.
I got one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fox. I don't know anything else about the telematics.
I don't know if this is in the books or not. Like, I feel like
hi, Jigsaw.
you just joined. We just asked your question, Jigsaw. She got half of it.
Why are you doing this to me? Okay, what's the other one? I don't know.
Okay, I won't make you do a bean because you got the main thing, but it's foxes and trees.
Trees? I would never have gotten trees, but I got fox. I mean, I feel like that's cheating because what else would be? Unless I forgot what Bad Lass is. So there you go.
That's true. There you go. Mm-hmm.
How do you? Well, you are a howler. Sons of Aries, we need to have a confidence boost here, chat. The moment you read Red Rising, you are a howler. That is the name we give the whole fandom. That is everyone who loves this. You are... Sorry, I'm like reading other comments in the middle of trying to be sentimental. Sons of Aries, you are officially a howler. Especially because you have a podcast. Yeah. Come on. You're on this. You've got this. Joining the den, there is a Discord server. I was going to say you can find it,
Discord
or Instagram, or I don't think
it's discord.gg/the Howlers Den.
Yeah, I was going to say someone can drop the link. I cannot be the one to do it because that'll screw up the whole system here because I'm running this. But please join us in the den. It's so much fun. It's what this stemmed from. Like, this is, we are here because of the den. And it's always, one of my favorite things is when people join the den, because they're like, yeah, I listened to Fade to Obsidian, and now I'm here. And I'm like, I forget that people who are not in the den listen to us. We have a bunch of, like, Reddit followers that we sometimes make fun of because we don't love Reddit. But we love you if you're listening to this from Reddit. We love
If you came from Reddit, we still love you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yeah, if you have a podcast about Red Rising,
you're a howler.
My friend, you are a howler.
Like, you are in deep.
Let's not get that twisted.
Does this make us the middle child of the Red Rising podcasts? Now that there's a younger sibling?
Yes.
You and HowlerCon or Howler Potter. Because is
Howler Pod is first. It was Howler Pod
the
oldest, and
Howler
then
Pod, and then Hail Reaper, yeah.
And then
I didn't know that.
And there's also a podcast from some language I don't speak, and we follow each other on Instagram, and they're wonderful. But it's in like a Slavic language that I don't speak. And
we need to ask Fox about it.
We will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yes. Congratulations, you are now the younger sibling. Sons of Aries podcast. Our older siblings are very lovely. They are. If you want any guidance at all, they're both wonderful. We're so.
And if you just want to bullshit, Aaron will absolutely you and say the most unhinged
also
things.
Us.
Well, yeah, that too, but
we need to, for a moment, we didn't talk about the women's episode. Sorry, Crescent, you weren't on it. Which I love so much. It was me and Sharkbait kind of came up with, I was noodling on it of what can we do for international, and then Sharkbait from High Key Obsessed was like, yeah, let's do it. And we brought in a whole bunch of the female podcasters, and Erin the whole time is my favorite, that she just kept bringing up all of, wait, is that 8 bottle licks, did you just say?
That was the 8th bottle.
I've been keeping track.
I've noticed 3. But
Skipper is super observant, you guys.
I just look at myself. This is, some people know this. I don't. I'm only looking at myself. But Aaron from Howler Pod only kept coming up with all the deaths of the women. But then getting mad when she's like, we should talk about female empowerment. And then we could be like, I thought of another death. Aaron.
Wait, Aaron, what are we doing?
I proceed to Howler. Okay, I got on there. Theirs is just marked unsafe. Howlerpod, I don't know what you're doing, but apparently you're going to give us a virus. We're going to find their website links. Where's their phone number? It's not on their website.
Did they take it down? Yeah, this connection is not private. Okay, well.
Right?
Guys. Why do I not trust your website?
What is Howlerpod doing?
Revamping. I don't know.
Anyway, we can't call Howlerpod apparently, and they're not answering. Okay. We could leave them a voicemail on Discord, except for they never check it because they have no idea how.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love them. We love them so much, whether or not they know how to use Discord. Every time I have to give Aaron a tutorial. Yeah, we have the best community. Absolutely. So many great. What we also coming up, so we talked about we're going to do we've recorded the first trilogy of the Animals of Red Rising. The other idea we floated, and there's a couple of people in the chat that we might hit you up, is talking to the people who do fan art or cosplay of the characters of Red Rising in the physical aspect. And we really want to do a series on that and highlight their work, because I think that's something we haven't really looked into. I don't know if we've had any artist on, because we know Miles.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had like Jigsaw and Red Prince Rising, or Orange Armor and Red Prince Rising, but not anyone who actually looks at like
Yeah, I don't think so.
the fan art,
I mean,
the artwork.
Not for that purpose, because Alcatraz does a lot of cosplay, but I don't. It was never for the purpose of that.
You were going to be one of our people that we hit up. I wasn't going to tell you that right
Yeah, spoilers.
now. Spoilers.
That's
Stitch. We were going to have a discussion.
Climb that list, Alcatraz.
I mean,
yeah, Alcatraz. You're only sitting at 3. You're going to get to 4, maybe. If you agree, we won't sign you up for anything. But yeah, we were talking about that, of we really want to do deep dives into how people physically think about the characters, because it's not something I actually really think about. Like, I don't know. I'm not one of those visual readers. I don't know. Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Salem, we've had you on. Technically, you.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
were
that's
coming on as the Mustang expert. For the
well,
last
and that
time.
was. I think that was really interesting, because I was definitely. So 2021, 2022, time where everybody was doing voice syncs for reels, and then that was when cosplay was starting to get bigger, and so I started Mustang, and that was how a lot of people were finding me, and then talking. It was, I don't know, it was a very interesting experience, and like I don't think not to sound like, I don't mean to sound like high and mighty or anything, but like I think I was one of to start cosplaying. Me and Red Prince Rising, because he was doing a lot of the Severos, and it was just mostly me and him doing things, and then I'm so excited to see all the ways that now, like all the different costume designs, and just the way that people interpret the characters, and I think that's absolutely super cool. Or how just because for me, for cosplay, I've tried, like I've got my Mustang staff, my Minerva staff over, but like I really don't have the sculpting ability. That's not for me, so I don't do and I don't do all of like that kind of costume design, but I like putting the pieces together to do it, and I haven't done it in a really long time, and that's okay. It might be something that I'm just really into, but I think I like seeing where it's now on.
Yeah.
Like I contributed my piece. I started it and like started doing the Mustang kind of stuff and getting it out there. And then now that the fandom is growing even more, it's really all these people coming in and starting to put their own twists on things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were one of the very first people I saw cosplaying anyone from Red Rising.
Yeah. And it was, I think at that time too, like the fandom was so small. And a lot of the people, and that was again kind of the reason why I started the Den, is because the fandom was so small, and there were just not a lot of people that were creatively inclined to create. And so we had PB Doodles was a big one. Miles was a big one at the time. And then Orange Armory came in too. I mean, I got his first, this is his first Ares helmet that he's done. I don't know where I put I have his very first sling blade as well. I think it's under the flag over there somewhere. But those were the connections that I was making, because they were the first artists actually doing things for the fandom. And then because it was so small. Yeah. So that feels really weird to say too, that I've been doing this for this long. So
I mean, Red Rising's 11 years old now.
Yeah.
This is the 10-year anniversary of Golden Sun this year, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the cosplay thing, like I think that would be really cool for you guys, people that do cosplay, so that they can explain their processes and just get more information and see where they get the inspiration from.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
excited
both
for that.
both Harvest and Lotus shouted out Backstitch as well, who
Yes.
did an incredible like basically gala Darrow for Laureltide.
Yes.
Unfucking believable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Backstitch also did full sculpted.
Oh
like,
yeah, she's
armor.
done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for Darrow. So,
But she said she can't
Yeah,
take that to
Backstitch says
Tulsa
chaos.
'cause
That's
it's
the
gonna,
process.
it's gonna melt in Tulsa.
yeah, please don't. Please save it.
Don't ruin it in Tulsa.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Don't
like,
do it.
it would be incredible to have that, as well as the fan art, which Backstitch also does some of the fan art part.
Yeah.
Get Miles
Fuck
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long overdue for us to have Miles, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've
Such
got
a
a lot of
sweet-
new people coming in too. Like,
Sushi Western, as well as
Yeah,
you'll probably have a list.
Yeah, I think Annie is somebody that I've really kind of been talking on Instagram. Backstitch. There's like a whole group of people that are, and Beer's a mind killer.
Beer's a mind.
Oh yes. Oh my god.
Mhm. Yeah.
Books and box coat. Box and books. Coat?
Yeah.
Book and Box Co. Yeah.
Book and box coat.
Yeah.
Jigsaw had a razor melt in Tulsa. Hot glue
In Tulsa.
will.
Oh.
Oh God. Yeah.
Trinkets is wondering, when did we start reading Red Rising? From the first book or later?
I started the day Golden. Okay, so this is a fun one that I think I've told, but maybe only on the pilot episode. I started the
Oh, you've told
day
it several times.
Golden Sun came out. I work in the bookstore that we don't name, because then I have to do a disclaimer. So some anonymous bookstore, and so it was a snowstorm. Is the key to this? There was nobody in the store. We're pissed off that we have to stay open because there's a full-blown snowstorm happening. We're playing Jenga on the front counter because we were so bored. I think I was sitting on the front counter as this guy runs into the store and yells in my face, "I need Golden Sun," and goes on a whole thing about how his wife is pregnant and he needs Golden Sun for his pregnant wife. And I was like, that's not how pregnancy cravings work. And I didn't know what it was, so I go find it. Turns out Red Rising had actually been highlighted as a spotlight for said chain bookstore that I work for in Canada. The same Jab says the same snowstorm plagued me that day 500 miles away. Yeah. And so he was like our only customer. So I was like, okay, what the fuck is this? Why are you yelling at me for it? And he sold me that day on Red Rising. So I took home, it was actually on a 2 for, like, I don't know, you got a deal of like, if you bought Golden Sun that day, you got Red Rising. Like it was a 2 for whatever. So I took them both home that night and read them both in a week. And then was pissed that I had to wait the year for Morningstar. Trying not to die driving to Barnes and Nobles. That was this guy driving to my Canadian bookstore. Yeah, that store I work at. Yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah,
I had a similar experience, but I think it was right before Golden Sun came out. And so I don't remember what bookstore it was. It was either local or it was, and just browsing through the aisles, liked the cover, was like, oh, I'm gonna grab it, take it home, and absolutely devour it in like 2 days. And then Golden Sun came out, so it was like, oh, perfect. Okay, so grab that. And it was probably on display. Like, I didn't know enough about books at the time, I think. And so it was on display probably because they were waiting for Golden Sun to come out. Get Golden Sun, devour that one too. Realize Morningstar doesn't come out for another year. So then had to wait from the end of Golden Sun
I know.
to get to Morningstar. And then Morningstar comes out. And I think I was going to go to that signing, and then I didn't. couldn't go. And then, like, I don't know, like 6 months later, he talks about how Iron Gold's gonna come out.
No, it was that signing. So it was, first off, Backstitch says, that was my thought when I finished Golden Sun. Oh my God, I cannot believe the people had to wait for Morningstar to come out. Worst.
Yeah.
He had announced Iron Gold at the Morningstar New York City signing, and I was at the Toronto signing 2 days later. So when we were at my signing in Toronto for Morningstar, we knew Iron Gold was coming. But I finished Morningstar being like, oh, that's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then it was like a week later, because I ripped through Morningstar the day it came out. There's actually a video, I need to find it and I'll post it, of me at said bookstore finding the box. Because Morningstar, all books come out on a Tuesday. I happened to be doing the 5 a.m. shift, and I just wanted mornings, like it was coming out that day. We didn't have it yet. And I just, every book, I was like, I need it. And then this coworker, Teresa, who in a later life would become actually my assistant, which is hilarious, kept coming up to me saying, have we found Morningstar yet? And I was like, no, we don't have, you'll know. You'll know when we get Morningstar, because I will do a shriek. And we finished the shift of opening all the boxes we had gone through, and there was no Morningstar. And so I was like, okay, well, I got to go to a different store to buy Morningstar. And I remember I was like halfway on the way out, and my general manager at the time, and like, remember, I was like hourly employee. Like I was cashier, basically. It was rare for me to be doing these morning shifts. Said to me something about it. And I went, yeah, well, like we're done. It went well, but I couldn't find Morningstar. And it turned out Teresa had been looking for herself rather than just to put it on display. She wanted Morningstar as well. And the general manager turned to me and went, okay, you could go home or you can work until you find it. And so I stayed longer on that shift to continue. And it's Random House. Random House actually has very specific boxes, and it makes it super obvious which ones they were. We opened every single Random House box, and we would literally open it, look in, rip through it, and close it again. Of like, not Morningstar. The whole time, this guy who works in the back, Lawrence, he's like, it'll be in a distinct box. And we're like, no, it's going to be in the Random House boxes. And he's like, it's a big enough book. It'll be in the distinct boxes. So at 11 o'clock, our new shipment comes in, and they all arrive, and Lawrence, every single skid that comes in, he just stops it and he does a loop, and then he gets the guy forward and he stops it and does a loop. And then in the third skid, he just stops, takes his knife, cuts out, pulls a full box that just says Pierce Brown Morningstar. So I actually have it on recording. I ripped that box from his hands, took it out, and I recorded myself opening that box to be like, I have Morningstar, and I posted it on Instagram. I will find that and share it. But yeah, that was my Morningstar experience. So then that day, it was funny because it was like 11 o'clock, and normally you would work till 1 if you have the extended shift. And I literally just turned to my GM and I was like, found it. I'm going home. Bye. I have Morningstar. I'm going home now. But yeah, I loved it. And then it was 2 weeks it would have taken from that day it released. It was like 2 weeks until the Toronto signing. And the day or two before, he was in New York and had announced Iron Gold in New York. And so us in Toronto were like, oh, okay, we know it's coming. But yeah.
Lotus says release the footage.
Yeah,
I will find it. I will find it. Crescent, what's your Red Rising?
So mine is significantly less tragic. So my friend Aurora had been introduced to the series by his partner, and he was like, "Oh, you'll dig this," and he told me to check it out. And it took me a little while to get around to it, a few weeks, couple months, whatever. And I started Red Rising, and during a week of work, mind you, 4 days later, I finished Morningstar. And then started Iron Gold. That one unfortunately took me a month. It doesn't take me that long anymore. And then I think I finished Iron Gold like maybe a month before Dark Age came out. So
Yeah.
sorry.
It must be nice.
And now
for
it takes
you.
me less than a full day to get through any of the books.
Because you're going 3.5 speed.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. I just.
That was once we made him do it 3.5 because we were recording.
I might just do it from now on. I can listen to it way more times at 3.5 speed.
Oh my god. Well, talk about how quickly you went through Lightbringer in our
Oh boy.
Oh
And how
yeah, you want to
early?
talk? Yeah, you want to talk about
So,
that?
So I'm gonna briefly
Skipper's
tell the
contact
story.
at
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll briefly so that we can modify how this story is told. I very much wanted an arc of Lightbringer, and they were only available in the United States. I used some contacts and got us the illegal PDF that is not the arc, it's the beta read. Pierce has referred to it as illegal. They had to look into when we talked to him of what we knew. He was like, "What the hell version do you have?"
I'm like, how do you know about that?
Hold on, I've got
that shouldn't exist.
It sits next to me, technically, in a hidden cabinet.
I don't know why mine isn't in my office. I have the same one.
Lightbringer.
What about your picture?
There's my picture. It's
impeccable.
It's printed.
Everybody hype up Skipper right now.
Skipper wants to show you her Lightbringer cover, and you're.
That's exactly what that trend is. Like, I just want it known that not only did I hack my way into a PDF of Lightbringer, but also this binder is stolen from said bookstore that got it, and I printed all like 747 pages at work, and that's
literally the entire thing. The entire thing is legal.
Amazing.
This makes more sense now.
The whole thing is my bookstore brand or like funded. There's the actual. I don't know if that makes it better when it's out of the shiny. Yeah, it's the whole thing, and it was funny if my coworkers coming in going, "What are you printing?" And I was like, "It doesn't matter.
Don't read this. Don't look. Just turn away."
I always show the first page where Pierce has signed illegal. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, Crescent, tell your story about Lightbringer.
I got this. I gave it to Crescent. Crescent, how long did it take you to get through?
Several days, maybe a handful.
Way faster than the rest of us.
Yeah, I spent like 6 weeks just not able to talk to anyone about it, and it was great. It was like a super good time.
Because, yeah, we got it in beginning of April, and then we interviewed Pierce, and I was like halfway done as Crescent got to...
so we're sitting in the like green room, just like, you know, chit-chatting with Pierce before the glittering gala, and Skipper goes, "Hey, so Crescent's finished Lightbringer," and the look on his face,
he's like,
and he goes, I don't know anyone that I don't know personally who's finished the book. What did you think? And then it's my turn to look like somebody just kicked my dog. And I have to tell him what I thought.
It was the best.
And then that is when Crescent was named Crescent Au Tranquillus. Or no.
Egg
Tranquillus.
Because then during that, Pierce is trying to not spoil Lightbringer. He's like, "Oh, haha," and then had to like, he was making reference of like, this may happen in Lightbringer, and Crescent had to just sit there stone-faced.
Mm-hmm. The entire time.
It took me, I think 6 weeks later because I can't, the formatting, everything. And then once I got into it, like, but it was a slow, like, but it was Crescent like harassing me to be like, I need to talk about this. Can
Finish
we
it so I can talk
we
to you.
fucking-
Finish it, please.
Yeah.
Because I can't. The way Skipper reads books is you are not allowed to reference anything.
Anything.
You can't
If
say,
they're
"Oh my
right."
god, chapter 37 happens," and though
No.
also there's no chapter numbers in this book.
There's yeah. Is there not? I guess not.
No.
You're going off like page
No,
numbers.
there's chapter names,
I had
but there's no
to-
numbers.
I had to write the numbers in.
You're right.
Because I stop on chapters and I was like, I don't know where I'm at.
Well, and that's we were trying to figure out the read along based on this. And we're like, we
And
don't
the-
even know if this is real.
No.
Oh, it was to set up the Lightbringer channel.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's
And
why
we
I was
were
writing
like-
the chapters in there.
We were like,
Yeah.
we don't even know if this is real. Like, we know parts of this are not in the final book. We're
Yeah.
like, we don't know if this is real. I also
Yeah, it's
at
like
some
how
point
much of
started
this is
using
legit.
Hazard Bedlam stickers as my bookmarks. So, like, you can see where I was. I think this is when we interviewed Pierce, is like, I was here. It's like, that's how far I got. But my favorite was the look on his face. I brought this to the Toronto signing that I worked at. And the look on his face, I was the last person to get everything signed because I like worked the event and I went, hey, can you do these? So I got my personal one. And then during Lightbringer, we did, I think 4 or 5 signing for random people in the den. And so I was assigned a couple of them because I did 3. I did Toronto and then with Jabs in Chicago and then I did Tulsa. Mm-hmm. So I got him to sign multiple copies for every stop. So he was signing those and then I pulled out this and you just looked at his face as he was like, oh, you. Like that was his recognition of like, I forgot that you had that. Like it was so funny.
That reminds me, in Tulsa, I had to go because I didn't have a big enough check bag. Creston and I had to go to the post office and ship all
Yeah, we did.
those.
Yeah, I got to drive Salem to the post office. She's like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize my Seattle freeze was so bad."
No, it was not good. Like everybody, I don't want to say it is the South, but it's kind of Southern, and so it's like I'm
signing off to Jabs. Good night, Jabs.
Okay,
bye,
Jabs.
Jabs. Thanks for hanging out. We love you too.
I went into the post office and I like just went in there, started grabbing supplies and things, and then everybody's like talking to each other. I'm like, I don't know if they know each other, whatever. I'm just like, I had to go up to grab tape, and I legit was like, oh, and all I said was like, oh, excuse me, and then I grabbed the stuff, and then I like went back, and that was probably so incredibly rude of me. Rather than being like, oh, hey, I'm going to squeeze in here and I'm going to grab this tape. How you doing today? I was just like stone-faced, like, no, I have a mission. I got to get this done so I can get out of here. It was, and everybody. I'm not from here.
Nightfall, I am not officially contracted working with Pierce.
We don't know yet. Red God is still being written.
Yeah, it's still actively being created.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have no release date, no even submittal date.
But twice we have Pierce saying that Crescent will.
It is on record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those who don't know, Pierce that during the Glittering Gala and during the Bacchanal brought up how well Crescent knows the series and continuity and said to work with him. But who knows what happens in the future.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I think we should probably call it now. It's been 2.5 hours. You were all incredible.
Went by so fucking fast.
Long. It did.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish all my drinks. I still have Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, how many bottle licks did you have? 8? 9? Did I miss
probably
one?
8.
Okay.
No, I only had 8 bottles of whiskey. Well, I guess plus my Buffalo Trace for the dunks, but
Yep. So,
Do
thank you all for
we-
hanging out. Oh, sorry.
Do we need to mention Hazard Bedlam?
Mm-hmm. Yes, what's
do.
happening for Hazard Bedlam?
So Hazard
This is
Bedlam.
sponsored by Lit Escalates.
Yes. Last year we helped moderate it in the den. We were called Proctors. And we are coming back to help Proctor us, and then we have a few joined because they're anticipating it might be bigger. Just as the fandom has grown over the year. That being said, Pierce announced officially today that Hazard Bedlam is starting on August 15th. They will have a drop, and it'll kind of be the same thing where this year you don't need to have the game pieces to play in the second part. But if you purchase something or purchase game pieces in the first section in part 1, then that will get you entrance into the Discord. They'll send you a link somewhere or another to get you in there. So first part is purchasing from Lit Escalates. They have a auto win system, so something would automatically win based off of if it's already in your bag, or if it is something that you will have to email Emily for. R.I.P. Emily. Email.
Please be nice to Emily. The email got Flynn.
Yeah, do not fuck with Emily. You will
Yeah,
hear from
we
several
love
dozen people.
Emily
Yes.
so much.
Protect Emily.
Be nice. And so there's a whole bunch of different prizes. Those are all listed on hazard.com. And then there's part 2, which is what we're helping with, which is the Discord. This year it is all about community. So either it is helping community, bringing the community together. We were kind of thinking like volunteer projects, ways that you can give back. And then also just the creativity behind it. So all of the instructions, they're pretty basic right now. More instructions will when it opens, but the basic outline is on hazard.com, as well as some that you'll win. So starts August 15th, and it'll run for a few this time. And then there will be a special announcement about a project at the very end of Hazard Bedlam. We don't know. We'll find out.
Joke's on you. They've just made
Whatever
my cover
guess.
art official. That's what they use.
That's the
Officially
announcement.
licensed.
Everyone can now officially buy my version of Lightbringer. That's what Pierce has
Lightbringer,
been
Skipper's
working on.
version.
That's what Pierce has been working on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. See us over there. We're so excited, but also
Fuck yeah, we are.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, everyone in chat, everyone watching after, everyone who's silently watching. We appreciate you as well.
Yeah, thank you all so much.
Remember to hit that subscribe button. We are at 234 subscribers, but when you actually look at how many people watch, it's higher. So, like, hit that subscribe. It does huge things for the algorithm. And if you're listening to this audio later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever else you find the podcasts. I'm genuinely struggling these days after they shut down Google Podcast. So hit me up on where I should listen as an Android listener.
Podcast addict.
Yeah. Oh, is that a thing? Podcast addict? Are we on there?
Probably, because it
Probably, because
aggregates.
it just, our thing just sends out to everywhere. Follow us on there as well. Comment, get that algorithm doing it. Follow us on the Instagram and join the den. We have so much fun in there if you're not already in
Yeah, we
there.
do.
So.
Also, we're on Twitch.
Yep. Oh,
we
yeah,
stream on Twitch.
Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. I'll be on Sunday morning if you're watching this live.
Oh, are
I'll
you
be
dating
doing...
everything again?
No, I'm gonna
or
do
are you
Disney.
doing Sims?
I do Disney.
Oh,
Sunday
Dreamlight
mornings
Valley,
is for Disney Dreamlight Valley.
That's
I just
totally
drink my
fair.
coffee and
That's
chill.
totally fair.
We will date everything at some point. But I at the moment have to work on Wednesdays. Normally we're Wednesdays, but anyway. Thank you all. We love you all.
Hang on.
Oh.
Anybody who still has liquor left,
Oh God.
cheers to 100 episodes and cheers to 100 more.
Cheers. Yes. Be good. Good night.
Good night.